Hello, y'all. How is it going? Hey. I see a lot of folks in chat. That is good, considering it is not the normal day on which we do this. I just realized I totally forgot to, turn off my soundbar, so let me just do that real fucking fast, like, so that I can switch over the inputs to the, come on, turn off. 1 second, let me, do a thing. There we go. Okay, folks, let me say what's going on here, because this is quite an unusual day for a stream. Usually, I would have had this stream on, Friday. That's the usual day where we do viewer levels, but last Friday I was fucking really sick. In fact, I have a card that says just that. Been sick. I'm still somewhat sick. My coworkers, I did a day of work today. My coworkers said that my voice sounded terrible, sounded real raw, so if you notice a difference, that's why. It was a lot worse on Friday, I'll tell you that. On Friday, like, my throat was just dying, man. I could barely drink water without hurting. Eating hurt, swallowing hurt. I was just lying on my couch. When I wasn't asleep, I was lying on my couch, playing video games and stuff, just trying not to swallow or talk or do any of the other things that would be necessary for a stream. So, no way could do a stream on Friday, had to reschedule, ended up rescheduling here to Monday, which is the day that we're on. Maybe it would have just canceled it altogether, but I had an idea beforehand, which I want to make good on today, which is that, hey, the YouTube channel just hit 100 YouTube subscribers. Just hit 100 YouTube subscribers. I think it's like a cold or a flu or something that I have. Something going around the office. YouTube channel just hit 100 subscribers, which is a notable milestone. And I would like to celebrate by doing a little bit of a nice thing. When we get to the lightning round tonight, we will have bonus heads for everybody. This makes sense if you've seen this, if you've seen my streams before, you watch my viewer levels, if you've hung out, submitted levels, all that. You know what the lightning round is, you know what bonus heads are, and it's nice to have the bonus heads for everyone, I think. And that's a nice way to, cap off the milestone, I think. Without further ado, let's get into it. I'll say, just as a small aside, I did do some making this weekend, just a little bit of making. Just messing around with this level that I've been sitting on for the last fucking 5 months. Just to see what would happen if I added the boots into there. And also I built a little area out here, which seems interesting enough. I'm not gonna, okay, you know what, I'll just do this part here. Isn't that nice? That seems okay. Kind of interesting. You'll play and like it whenever you upload. I don't know when that's gonna be. This is clearly still needs a lot of work. Needs a lot of thought, and I'm gonna move in like 2-3 weeks, so yeah, it's probably not gonna be anytime soon, but I would like at some point to return to this and actually flesh out my ideas and make it into an actual level. Okay. I'm gonna take a drink. By the way, thank you, Referee Clark, for following on the Twitch since the last stream. That's very kind of you. Also, thank you to Jason Billivan? Jacob, for subscribing on the YouTube and having the notifications, having it so that I can see that you followed or subscribed. Most YouTube people have it so that their subscriptions are private, so I cannot thank them individually, but I'm still grateful regardless, however you subscribe. I'll say, by the way, I still have a cough from the sickness. I'm still somewhat sick, but the throat doesn't hurt, and I think I'll be able to talk for the length of the stream. Don't mind the cough. I also have a bit of an earache, which is basically when, you know how when you're on a plane and you gotta pop one of your ears? Yeah, an earache is like that, but it doesn't go away. And the only way to manage it is to wear headphones or wear earplugs or wear, in-ear speakers. Like, that actually gets rid of the earache right away somehow, magically. But, yeah. You may or may not have rabies. I do not have rabies. I have not been bitten by any animals. That's how you get rabies. There's nothing else it could be. It's a flu. I got it at the office, not not out in Mother Nature. All right. Viewer levels proper. Let's do it. First one up is the Meme Bro. Crap, where's my fucking mouse? I left it over there. 1 second, let me grab it. And then I'll explain how this works. Ugh. I was not bitten by a crocodile. That didn't happen. Let me explain how this works for those who are new, those who want a reminder of how we do things here, whatever the case may be. I'll explain how we do things. If you are here when your level comes up, I give it the full time of day, which is to say 15 minutes plus 5 last tries if that's not enough. If you're not here, I still play the level, but I do so in very nearly, but not quite sudden death, wherein I only have 2 tries to beat the level, refreshing a checkpoint. So that's just my way of prioritizing the people who are present, while, latest level, you got it. While, you know, you've seen, okay, Meme Bros seen recently in game. Interesting. That's fun, small world out there, I suppose. That is my compromise between, like, prioritizing more people, playing more levels, which is fun, and prioritizing the people who are present. Let's do this level. Y'all have been playing each other's levels just by sheer coincidence, and or seeing each other in the popular tab. That's great. This level seems really nice. I can see why it would be in the popular tab. Good old-fashioned speedrun level. Oh, I forgot to set the timer. There we go, 15 minutes. Let's go. This doesn't seem super hard, though, so I reckon we can do it, pretty quickly. Reckon this won't give us any trouble at all. No, sir. It seems like a very nice level. There's a lot of times where you just get to hang out on a platform as it, you know, leisurely goes through the sky. And even here, you could just stop and be like, oh yeah, let's just wait until the moment presents itself. It's not as demanding as most of these levels up until this pit, in which point it just pops up. It just pops the fuck off. This part also goes pretty hard. How long is this level? I guess... There you go, there's your answer. I guess I did stop for like 5 seconds in there, so... About 40 seconds, roundabouts. What's the world record? 45 seconds. Alright, yeah, it's pretty much consistent for everyone unless they stop for 5-7 seconds. If I had not stopped for 5 seconds, could I have gotten world record? That's a question we'll be asking ourselves forever, perhaps. Thank you for the level, the Meme Bros. Keep in mind, as always, you can always submit more levels, you can always submit another one. Just know that you're in the back of the queue and you have to wait through the whole queue. It's not a big deal. You know, if the levels are all quick like that, it'll be your time in no time. Monoculus, did you, you have to use !add to put your level in the queue. You just don't post your code, you have to do !add. If you look at the pinned message, it explains how you do so. Is it? I don't see it in the queue on my... Oh, there, right, it is, okay. I was wondering why you posted your code again. You're the active level, okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the active... I wasn't looking at the active level. You're right. You got it. You figured it out. You knew. I was confused. Hopping on Mario Maker to play some Monoculus' stuff. I also have stuff you can play, by the way. Just letting everyone know the code is always down there. Maybe I'll stop having it down there sometime soon, when I have a green screen and I can put myself in the lower left corner. And maybe that'll be the way forward. We'll see. That'll be relatively soonish. Hey, by the way, I like to do a thing where I do a card between levels. Do one right now. Monoculus is here, confirmed. Good for it. But here's a card. Anyway, did you hear about the end of watch parties on Twitch? This has been kind of a thing people have been expecting. What with the big change to Amazon Prime streaming, which is that Freon Prime now has ads, and well, they've pulled the plug on watch parties, which previously was a big feature wherein you could, on a Twitch channel, watch a movie that's on Amazon Prime, free with Amazon Prime, with your community, with a whole stream of people. Like, perhaps in some cases, for bigger channels, like hundreds of people all watching a movie at once, which was very fun, not very well used, and as a result, they just shit-canned it, and it'll be ending in April. Now, I'll say for my part, I haven't used the feature that often. I've done 3 watch parties in my time. I did one for Pokemon 3, the movie, which turned out to be a weird choice. That's just a regular movie. And then I did 2 for various Jackass movies, which was probably a better fit for me, because there's a little bit more to react to, like people getting hit in the balls, which is kind of funny, you know, see me go, ah, Jesus, every time, like, someone gets hit in the balls. Like, that is, that's kind of good content, actually. But I'll say, for my part, for this channel, it didn't really make sense to do them anymore, considering that I'm streaming live on YouTube and Twitch now. So, you know, obviously a Twitch feature that is not supported on YouTube is very awkward for the YouTube side and for VODs as well. But I did watch a lot of watch parties over on Dan Reichert's channel. He did them a lot, and I've seen a lot of movies through him. And basically that has been my standing Friday night plan for what to do after I finish streaming, is go over to Dan Reichert's channel and watch him watch a movie. And to say that that's over now is a sad thing to say. And I'm gonna miss that. Pour one out for watch parties, I suppose. Let's do this level. This seems cool. Nice, nice precision level. Hey, Danielle, how you doing? You got the gold medal, but who says you'll keep it? Fuck! That's the medal wherein if you have enough points. Where if you have, like, maker points, you get some sort of achievement thing. I've never been, like, the biggest understander of how that all works in Mario Maker 2. What earns you points, what doesn't. I would like to think it's just making really good levels, but there's other things that contribute to it. Good on ya, good on ya. I'm bummed out about watch parties going away. I wish they didn't have to, and I hope that you know, the people who do like to do watch parties somehow can manage to do just like, okay, everyone just pull up the video on HBO Max right now. Sync up somehow. I don't know. I hope that can be a viable way to do that in the future, because I do really hope to see streams like that in the future, but I guess I understand. You know, it's an end of an era. And I know that it's not a popular thing and not a lot of people have necessarily even done watch parties, but I'll tell you, it's a fucking cool thing. And, you know, the VODs of the Jackass, I'll say, for the last watch party I did, I actually did put a time code on screen, making it relatively easy to sync up, even while watching the VOD, so, you know, there are things you can do and ways you can make it work, but... But, you know, it's, not as convenient as just it working out of the box, if you have Amazon Prime. Thank you for the level, that was quite good. I'm gonna hit complete. Again, always feel free to submit another level after I finish yours. Next up is Excellency. Go ahead and confirm Excellency. They do that for the weekly medal that's temporary? Yeah, that's a whole thing. I just don't pay zero attention to that. Do I have... What's my medal situation? I have, a bronze all-time, Maker Points. I haven't uploaded a level in months, so I don't have anything for weekly. Apparently I don't have number of clears. I would think I have a lot of clears, doing viewer levels every week. Maybe, does that not include, like, levels that you search for? Is that just the modes? Who knows? I am not sure. I don't play most of those modes. Excellency is here, fantastic. Here's a card while we're entering in the thing. Did you hear about Target's new self-checkout policy? I'll say, Target has a new self-checkout policy, apparently, with the self-checkout areas, they're gonna restrict it to 10 items or less going forward, which I think blows. I've been using those self-checkout things forever, for the last who knows how many years, and I've always used them, no matter my grocery load. And to say that, like, oh, you're gonna have to go back to the one where the people checks you out, that's backwards. That's, a regression, and I think that, this is not the place to be.
Oh, no.
And I think that it's a damn shame that they're moving in this direction, that they're making these, decisions, and doing these things.
Oh, no.
We shouldn't do that next time. Okay, let's get across here. Okay, here's what we do. Yeah, we're on the right side now. Hang on.
Oh, no.
That looked good for a minute there. Anyway, I am saddened. I am very saddened by Target's decision
Oh, no.
to make it so that those self-checkouts aren't just the default way to check out for everyone for all cases. That is a damn shame, and
Oh,
I don't know, you know, how that's going to, if I'm just going to get used to it back the way things were, where you just, you know, had a person check you out. Maybe I'll get used to that again, or maybe I'll shop more at the H-E-B rather than the Target, perhaps. Everyone's aim is to boost maker points in some manner, I feel.
oh,
Everyone
no.
wants to get likes for their levels. regardless of how that converts to points or whatever. That seems irrelevant to me. This is a troll level, by the way, if you didn't notice. Very much a troll level. I got more cards, and I do have a lot of them to get through tonight, a good amount. I had a whole weekend in which to come up with more things to talk to. So why don't I just pop another card, which is to say, hey, I finished Fluffy Paradise, the first of the simulcast anime of this season to finish. And this finished, hello, Daniel Wee. And this finished like on, it finished yesterday, so if I had been able to stream on Friday, wouldn't have been able to talk about it finishing. Anyway.
Oh no!
Bro, stop imposterizing. Do you cough, Daniel Louis? Or are there multiple? There's someone. Wow. Okay. That is weird. There's. Okay. What I'm picking up here is that there is someone using the exact same avatar and name as someone else on the YouTube side. I don't think I can do anything about that. Maybe I could use moderation to act on it. I don't know. Don't do that. Stop that. I can't tell the difference just looking at chat without, like, doing a thing. Can you report? Maybe a report or something? I'll have a look. Later on, perhaps. Damn it. Anyway, Fluffy Paradise. Fluffy Paradise is an anime. It's an isekai. The main premise is that a girl reincarnates into a world, and her overpowered ability is that she's beloved by animals and can freely, like, snuggle up with them and, you know, get all cute and friendly with them. What the hell?
Oh no!
Win for all time. Aim. Which is a decent enough idea and does contribute to a lot of really good scenes where the main character, she meets a nice animal. She meets a nice animal and gets to snuggle, and those scenes are all very cute. The problem is, outside of that, is just mostly a bunch of very, very weak isekai shit. Where, like, oh, they're running around, they're doing, like, fantasy stuff. They're fighting dudes and stuff, and none of it is very good, none of it is compelling, and it's all just a bunch of dreck, and as the show goes on, it focuses more and more on the starts that don't work, which is unfortunate. If maybe it had focused more on cute animals and less on, oh, we gotta do some big elaborate plot to make things nice for people to live in. If it just been a bunch of snuggling with animals, it maybe could have gotten a 4. I think it lands at a 3. It's got some stuff that's nice. Again, every time she snuggles with animals, it's kind of cute and good, but there's just too much direct to sit through. 3 out of 5 is where I land with that one. Hey, whoa, there's a pipe there! Huh? What? Where do these doors lead? I don't think we like these doors. I am beginning to think these doors are just, straight up bad. Oh my. Hopefully it's not a dev exit. Yeah, I hope that too. These are things that I hope. I also truly hope. I know with YouTube, going back to what y'all were saying about YouTube, I know it's possible to have the same name and avatar and all, it's not like It's not like Twitch where everything has to be unique, which does mean that you can always have your name, which is nice. You know, you can always just be Daniel whatever or something like that. But it also means that that sort of abuse is possible. Oh, great, this is just leading up to a spike. Oh, fuck. Again, sorry about the cough. Little sick. Definitely better than I would have been if I did it on Friday. I want another card. You ever wonder why the numbers look exactly like Lemmy's bouncy balls? I don't wonder that. Bumpers. The bumpers look like the bouncy balls. Oh, that makes more sense with the correction, corn.
Oh no!
Maybe. I maybe have wondered that. They're the same color. They're both round and bouncy. It's an easy connection to make. Here's another card about an anime that finished yesterday. Meiji Genkin. Meiji Genkin? 1874. 5 out of 5. Very nice period piece about a samurai who just sort of is trying to find his place in a new world order, and as a result, kind of has to fight people. Kind of plays out like a like a dragon type game. It reminds me a lot about. It reminds me a lot of Like a Dragon Ishin. Insofar as it's just a bunch of really tense situations, a lot of really complicated, interconnected drama that unfolds over the course of the season, and ultimately results in some pretty badass fighting scenes, some pretty badass action scenes, which are consistently great. Meiji Genkin, solid show, really enjoyed it. Great action, and just a bunch of characters who are all cool dudes or cool ladies running around, fighting each other, and, you know, doing stuff. And it's interesting, and it has good, world building, and it's just a little bit...
Oh no!
It's just a little bit... Hey, Kitten Bros. It's just a little bit, over the top. Which is, I think, a good, thing to strive for. It's not so over the top it's ridiculous, but at the same time, the badass dudes, they pull up some badass dude shit like, oh, this guy's got a bow and arrow, and he just lost his arm. So, how is he going to fire the bow and arrow? And it's like, oh, he's doing ridiculous trick shots with one arm, somehow, still. That's pretty cool. This guy's like a monk, he's doing weird stuff. And of course, there's a bunch of guys with swords and maces and all that, and they're doing some badass shit. Ooh, it's kinda cool. I would recommend Meiji Genkin, 5 out of 5. That's my appraisal. Ooh, a little hot here. Pretty sure I turned down the temperature before I started. I'm still a little hot. I have one more card related to anime. Wanna just pop that now. Looking forward to the next season of anime, spring 2024. I had a look at what's coming up, and there's a bunch of returning shows that I'm invested in. A lot of them season 3s somehow. Laid Back Camp, Irregular Magic High School, Slime Isekai, Sound Euphonium, Konosuba. All those are season 3s, more or less. Some of them had, like, you know, movies and like special episodes that aren't quite seasons, so don't quite count. But in any case, a lot of season 3s and goddamn good ones. That'll be good. That'll be a good season. Also, Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia coming back for whatever season they're on. Not 3 for those ones. They're like on... They're much deeper in that.
Oh no!
I'm kind of curious how My Hero Academia is gonna go, because they're pretty much in the end game right now in the show, and my understanding is that the the manga is also in the end game and has been for the last like couple years. You know, it hasn't finished yet, so this season of My Hero Academia can't be the last one, or else unless they Game of Thrones did, unless they called the author and said, hey, how's this gotta end? We gotta do an ending, like, within a season or so. We need you to tell us how this final battle is gonna end. My guess, honestly, my guess would be this season gets us to just before the final battle, and then the final battle will be some sort of movie. That would be my guess for how My Hero Academia ends. In a canonical movie, which is literally the end of the thing. Could also be just 2 seasons. This season and then one final season. The only thing I think would be awkward is like, yeah, it's kind of one big final arc, right, that we have left. So, how would that work? Okay, I think we went into the door on the left. Let's see what's up here. You gonna play the TTYD remake? I am. I'm excited for that. I love TTYD. I actually have a card for that later on, but that's not important. I can talk about that twice. That's fine. That got a date like last week, right? Yeah, this is just another death room. Let's go back up and just make sure that all these rooms end in death. Whoa, a checkpoint. What?
Oh no!
Some checkpoint. Also, can you even... How does this work? What the hell? So I can take the spring up now, but doesn't do me much good. I mean, I could take a spring and take it somewhere else if I wanted to. Anyway, a lot of shows to look forward to. I'll also say, for what it's worth, I don't look too closely generally at, like, upcoming shows that I haven't seen before. You know, like, new shows, as I like to be surprised by them, so... I'm not here saying that those returning shows are the only shows to look out for. Hey, cool, man. You're gonna have to do !ad. Look at the pinned message. I'm not saying that those shows are the only ones that I'm looking out for, or that I'll watch. I'll probably watch a ton of other stuff. But just to say that those ones are the returning ones that I know are known quantities that I'm going to play. I'm gonna watch. Timer's up. That means we have 5 last tries. Let's not fuck around with the spring no more. This spring isn't doing us any good. Imagine if Nintendo trolled all their fans by remaking the last 3 Paper Mario games and called it Paper Mario All-Stars. Yeah, that'd be weird. That would be not a good thing to do.
Oh no!
I wouldn't like that. Corn is good for you. Fuck. I did that to myself.
Oh no!
I would be quite displeased if that's how they marketed that. You neither obvious fucking cock!
Oh no!
Yeah. I don't think anyone would be happy with that, even people who like those games. Assuming there are such people out there. Okay, here we go. Fucking... Oh! That's how we got through that area real easy last... Like, Oh, god damn it! Well, that's the last try, so... we won't be able to see that through, but I was gonna say, like, that Koopa shell cleared out all the guys that we had to slide under. So, that ended up being really convenient for us, you know, making sure that that Koopa shell stays within the thing. But I guess the question then is, how can we reproduce that? How can we make sure that it doesn't, like, go off to the left and end up on the left side of the bullet bill mess? Like, how did that end up working? Just barely. But we also have to make sure it doesn't kill us, so multiple things to look out for. Thank you for the level, Excellency. I appreciate it. That was the last try, by the way. My Mario may eat you. My Mario may eat you. You are up. Go ahead and confirm. I'm going to do next so that you can see that it's you if you're watching chat. $7.40 for the lightning round, let's say. Let's say $7.30. Let's say $7.30 for the lightning round, okay? So 45 minutes from now. Let's do another card. Had a scare with my Mario Odyssey new donk purple keychain. Right, so mentioned this last time on last Tuesday's stream, but like a week ago, I thought I lost my keychain. It's a keychain I've had. I got off Etsy a couple years ago. It is this thing right here. Let me zoom in on it. Let me zoom in on myself, which includes the keychain. You can see it is a keychain in the style of a purple coin. New Donk City, Mario Odyssey. Let's see if it can be a little more clear. Yeah, there it is. Sort of see it. You can sort of see it has Pauline on the front. Yeah, pretty nice thing. I like it a lot as a keychain, and when I thought I lost it, I was pretty panicked. Especially when I Googled and found, like, oh, that store doesn't have them anymore. Etsy doesn't have any purple coins from Mario Odyssey, let alone keychain versions of them. And it's you know, wasn't gonna be like a thing that I can do. You remember me now? You remember the cards and the Mario heads? Two very distinctive things, yes. No one else quite does it like I do. It's true. Keychain, very nice. So I thought I lost it. I was looking around all over and couldn't find it until like last Monday, a week ago. I was getting out of my car and as I was like in the parking garage of my apartment, and as I was like walking forward, I kicked something on the ground, and it turned out to be my keychain. And I don't know whether it just fell out of my car door just when I was opening up the door, or if, there you go, cool bros, if it fell out of my car when I opened the door, or if it had been on the ground of the parking garage for like days and I happened to park in the same spot, which is possible. In either case, it was a goddamn miracle that I noticed it before walking away and losing it forever. And losing the chance that I had to do it forever. Mario Maker Pro, it's exclamation point list to get a list of levels. Exclamation point list. There you go. Anyway, got it back. Got a new chain on it, so it's I got a new chain that is like detachable and like reattachable in a nice way off Amazon. I think it's gonna be more secure from now on. I'm going to try to make sure I don't ever lose it again, because I am pretty sure I won't be able to get another one. And I'll say, like, I am glad to have found it, considering that I'm going to start playing Mario Odyssey 100% as a stream game in around like a month now. And it would be a bad omen for that to start. For me to lose my Mario Odyssey tchotchke, like, on the eve of that whole thing. Get the camera out to its normal distance. Alright, my Mario may eat you. I don't see my Mario may eat you in the chat. Let me just boot up the sudden death, which again is how we do it if you're not here. If you're here, you get 15 minutes. If you're not, you get sudden death, which means 2 tries refreshing at checkpoints. That is to say, 2 tries. It's very nearly, but not quite sudden death, is what we call it. We don't just call it sudden death. That's not quite accurate. This is a 20-second level. Let's do it. Woo! Okay. Okay. This moves fast. Baby, let's do it. Watch the indicators. Ooh. Okay. No, I should have held down the jump button. My Mario may eat you. If you're here, we could give this, 15 minutes, as is the thing. But that is contingent on you being here, so do speak up, soonish. Water's good. Okay, I don't see my Mario may eat you, so let's go ahead and go to corn. Let's go ahead and go to corn then. I'm gonna dismiss. I'll say, by the way, for the record, again, in any case where I don't complete a level for one reason or another, doesn't mean it's gone forever, just means that, we gotta move on. You know what I mean? We gotta do thing. Oh, Corn, are you my Mario may eat you? Is that you? Tell me if that's you, just for context, because I don't know all your names. If that's you, Corn... Okay, good. Oh, I see you. You're next. Okay, what was I saying? I see you in the thing. Your name matches. Okay. It just occurred to me that you said that you submitted and I didn't know on Twitch instead of YouTube, and, that might complicate things if your name is different. But it's not, so... Thank you for submitting. I think I could have got it with, like, a couple more tries. I hope to see that one again. One day. Rules are rules, we gotta move on. Next up is Corn is Good For You. Corn is Good For You is here. I see Corn is Good For You on the YouTube side. Doesn't matter which side you're on. If you're present on either side, that's fine by me. That works for me. Let's do it. G9G. And, we already did this one. Do you want me to do a different one? Or do you want me to, oh, do you want me to do this one, Corn? Up to you. While you're answering, I'll do another card. I got a Sora amiibo. I've said before, and shown before, that I got a whole bunch of amiibos. The wrong button there. Camera controls, preset 6. Preset 5. I got a bunch of amiibos over there. And as you can see, I have one for basically every, I have one for every Smash Brothers character that I like, and I like to main. And there was just one character that I like and enjoy and played a good bit of that I had left to get, and that was the one that just came out, which is Sora, and here's the Sora amiibo. It was available on Amazon without any fuss or muss, so I went and ordered it, and now here it is. Sora amiibo. Isn't that nice? I don't have to worry about any Smash amiibos until such time as they put up the next Smash game, which is, nice. I say have to. I don't have to buy Smash amiibos, but I like to, so, I do. You gone through all the levels, you're pretty sure? Let me check. We could do the Super World. Also, I haven't done Bowser's Gauntlet, your most recent one. But yeah, it does look like I've done most all of them. Yeah, everyone but the most recent one. Do you want me to do the most recent one, Corn? Up to you, up to you. I could also go through the Super World. You'll send the latest one later in the stream? Okay. You want Reckless Coaster? Let's do Reckless Coaster. Let's go. Oh, I definitely need these. Feel like I remember this. Well, I remember a lot of levels that are like this. It's a format you see. Big snake path ride thing. What the hell? Oh, I need to duck there. Snake path ride dealy. Pretty straightforward. Fun. I reckon this won't take us that long. I mean, on a basic level, every attempt is going to take some time because this is an auto-scroll at a certain point, right? So the amount of time the level takes is the amount of time the level takes, regardless of how long the attempt is. You can't really accelerate it all too much. Let's do it. What? Oh, that's some hot bullshit. Back! That too. Also. No checkpoints. Okay, let's go. Ah. Again, I'm much better now than I was on Friday. Could not have... I doubt very much that I could have done a stream on Friday. I'll say again, I'm not out of the woods yet. I am still somewhat sick, but... I'm, like, manageably sick. Oh, there's only 100 seconds on the clock, so... This level can literally only take so much time. Hey, Chilla. Chilla, how you doing? Dang it.
Oh no!
We need to let go thing. Didn't you used to do Monday streams for Mario Maker? Yeah, like years ago, actually. That was over a year ago at this point, but yeah, I used to have Monday and Friday viewer level streams, though Monday was also a playthrough stream. It was sort of, it always served double duty back then, where I would do like an hour of a playthrough, and then I would go to viewer levels from there, or the other way around. Do an hour of Mario Maker viewer levels, and then go to, like, I don't know, an hour or two of Banjo-Kazooie or something. Not the format I do nowadays. Nowadays, I stream one, usually, I stream one game and I stick to it until the end of a stream. I will say, I'm thinking for the birthday stream this year, which will be on a Friday, I do want to do a little bit more bounce around type stuff. You know, a little bit more just, oh, we'll do viewer levels, yes, but also I'll play some other games as well, and we'll go a little later than normal, and then it'll be a bit of fun, but yeah, that's not really how I tend to do things these days. Also, like, 2 of the same type of stream in a week just, isn't as fun to me, I think. I like to space it out a little bit more, generally. With this case, again, was mostly because I was sick on last Friday, so I wanted to, you know, make up for that stream by doing this stream right here. Also, I had such a great idea for, you know, celebrating 100 subs and all on the YouTube side, that it made sense. Thank you for the level. I liked it. I already played it, so I already liked it, so, you know, can't leave another like, but Hell yeah. Let's hit clear, and the timer, hit 1 on the thing. Pull up the next level by Daniel Wee. Daniel Wee, please confirm. Believe Daniel was on the YouTube side, I think? Is that right? Yes, okay. I see the code as well. I'll punch that in. Give me a second to punch that in. I have it on hand. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and confirm. I'm not, like, reading the current chat because I'm looking at the code in the older chat, but let me do a card as I do. I finished rewatching The Wire, including watching all of Season 5 since the last stream. Right, so the last stream was a week ago, so yeah. Just went entirely through Season 5. It's the most bonkers season that there is, insofar as, like, you know, our main characters go way out of line and just flagrantly do some flagrant shit. They basically make the biggest catastrophe, the biggest, like, clusterfuck this show has ever seen, even bigger than Hamsterdam, and goddamn, do I think that's neat. I also do think that, like, fucking reporter dude, who just, like, fucking lies all the time, he is a fascinating character to watch. And I almost wish there was more to do with him. More of him being a fucker, and, you know, maybe even comeuppance. The thing that you come out of Season 5 thinking is like, goddamn, that was a huge clusterfuck, but you know what? Everyone got what they wanted. The cops got to do police work, the mayor got something to run on, and the reporter guy got a Pulitzer. Even though they were all full of shit, and they eventually found out that they were all full of shit, and they said, oh, whoops, this can't get out. And it doesn't get out, and that's all she wrote. Let's see, what should we do? I'm liking the look of underground platforming. That looks fun to me. How about underground platforming? I'm not seeing Daniel in the YouTube chat right now, but if you are here, go ahead and speak up, and we'll give you a timer and all that. You know how it works. I've explained. I'll say The Wire, goddamn good show. Loved rewatching it. It hasn't really been that long since I watched it for the first time, honestly, but really enjoyed going through it again. And I do like how every season brings something new to the mix. Where are you in the queue? Exclamation point Q to see the listing. Cool bros, cool man. Exclamation point Q. I do think the best season is probably Season 3. But, you know, Season 2, Season 4, they are both fantastic as well. And Season 1 is probably the... I think Season 5 might be the worst, as much as I do like what happens in it. It is just the most unhinged, in a way that is compelling, but I think also makes it, like, the least triumphant, I suppose. The least admirable of the Wire seasons. Maybe for that, it's actually commendable. That was a nice little level. Good shit. Good shit, Daniel. We were right to choose that one. That one was quite nice. We one-shotted it, even. I'll say, for what it is worth, I do think The Wire is a fantastic show. I don't think it's quite top tier. For me, it doesn't have that quality like the best shows do, where each episode is a self-contained thing. You know, like an episode of Breaking Bad has like a self-contained story in it, in addition to furthering ongoing things. And the same thing with an episode of Sopranos, whereas The Wire kind of falls into that streaming milieu of like wild ongoing shit, you know, which is not quite as good. It means that episodes sort of blend into each other, which also means that you're encouraged to just watch and watch and watch and watch, which, you know, is good too, I guess. Certainly good for something that you can just put on and watch a bunch of episodes of without thinking, which is a lovely quality, it turns out. Next up is Mr. Kitten Bros. Mr. Kitten Bros, go ahead and confirm. Mr. Kitten Bros on the Twitch side. Cool Bros, you're coming up. You're after Kitten Bros. Kitten Bros is here. Fantastic. We do another card. I watched The Cable Guy. Mentioned this last stream on last Tuesday's stream. It's been a bit longer, but I do want to mention it because it is a damn good movie, and one that seems to be rather underrated. Now, I did this as I watched it as part of a watch party. Like I said, ripped to the watch party service off Amazon Prime. Dan Reichert was doing a watch party of that last week, or week before last, actually. But I'll say, gotta recommend it. The Cable Guy is a fantastic movie. Really thoroughly enjoyed Jim Carrey being like a weird, clingy cable guy who just wants to be the friend of Ferris Bueller. The guy who plays Ferris Bueller in Ferris Bueller. And he's just a normal schmo who this cable guy is just like aggressively being like, hey buddy, I'm gonna move in basically. I'm gonna hang out. I'm going to, put on a party and, some stuff will happen and it'll be kind of weird and kind of like too much in the way that Jim Carrey can be. And it's kind of a remarkably good dark comedy with Jim Carrey just being like the weirdest, most uncomfortable dude you can imagine in a way that is very funny. He just wants to hang out is the thing, and yet he is so sinister and weird and off-putting. It is amazing. And he is just constantly playing up in the way that he does as Jim Carrey, and it's fucking good. Highly recommend that movie. Superworld, good? Oh, can you play Toad's Broken Roller Coaster? I can do that. Yeah. You got it. Toad's Broken Roller Coaster, the first one? I see. Okay, here we go. Yeah, first one. Do not enter. You may get trapped. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Highly recommend The Cable Guy. Fucking funny movie. I think my favorite bits... I do love the bit where he breaks through the door. It's like a drink... I don't want to spoil it or nothing, but... There's a scene where Jim Carrey breaks through a door, and he says, I just want to hang out! No big deal! And he is just acting like a literal demon, while just saying he wants to hang out. No big deal. It's a good relatable horror. In a way that's very funny. I also really love the scene where the kitchen scene, kitchen breakfast scene. That scene is just really fucking good. I love that the thing that he did without I love the thing what happened in that scene. Some goddamn good shit in that movie. Would highly recommend. Toad! I will switch to Toad. Yes, you got it. I just noticed that. Sorry. Little late on the Toad change. Yeah. Well, I was talking about Jim Carrey's The Cable Guy. You couldn't help it. Sometimes when you're talking about Jim Carrey's The Cable Guy, Toad just gets lost in the shuffle. Let me hit complete. Get the timer down. Hit 1. And Cool Bros Cool Man is up. Fantastic. There you go. Especially the scene with the clown in the mini golf course. Your favorite funny movie was probably Happy Gilmore. Not seen that one. Corn is good for you. No, I haven't seen that one. Nah. I haven't seen that many of, that's, the guy that was in, like, Grown Ups, right? That was, like, his big breakout role, wasn't it? Not seen that one. People say it's really good, though. People say it's, like, genuinely good, rather than the later stuff where most people say it's like, oh, it's trash, it's garbage. No one knows quite how what's-his-face gets the budget and has the, like, the success to be able to pull this off. No one involved in these movies thinks they're good, but people watch them and enjoy them, apparently, so what are you gonna do? Give the people what they want. I'll also say, one more watch party thing that I did over the weekend, well, since the last Mario Maker stream, let's say, is I watched Waterworld last Friday. While being very sick, I watched Waterworld. Dan Reichert was doing a watch party. Again, rip to the watch party feature on Twitch. That's gonna be not much longer for this world, but I've heard about this movie before, never seen it. It was a pretty okay, I guess, maybe. Certainly a cool setting, certainly has, like, some cool action. I do think the plot doesn't make much sense at all. It's like, okay, well, they live in a water world, an ocean world. It's sort of like Wind Waker. And they sort of all sail around in boats and in various configurations fighting each other. That's alright. It's sort of like an ocean Mad Max, and on paper that sounds like a good thing. In practice, it is a little bit of a mess. Sorry. Oh. In practice, a little bit of a mess. Cool Man is here. What do you want me to play, Cool Man? Hello, Toady? Is there a level called Hello, Toady here? Let's see. I get the impression maybe you are saying hello to Toad. Anyway, let's do Super World. How about? That sound good? That sound good. Okay. Anyway, Waterworld, it's a movie. A little bit messy, a little bit incoherent, but it does have a lot of budget and a lot of practical effects. And you know, maybe nowadays that's easier to appreciate than it was then. Like just seeing someone take a water ski and go over a ramp and go into like a weird water city on like a assault run is kind of neat. You know, they're doing like big battles and shit on water skis. That's a cool thing. And you know, I'll say I do plan to go to Universal Studios Japan when I go to Japan, next time I go to Japan. And I know they have a Waterworld show at Universal Studios Japan, and also Hollywood as well. I maybe should try to check that out while I'm there. Maybe that would be cool, actually. Well, that was a nice short one. Makes sense for a 1-1, I suppose. Those are my thoughts on Waterworld, movie from 1990 whatever. Kind of a dud, box office dud. Made its money back, but didn't have like the prestige maybe they were looking for. Alright. Hitting complete. Let's go ahead and hit one. Chilla. Chilla, you are up. Which side was Chilla on? I don't remember. Chilla, please confirm wherever you are, wherever you might be. Confirm in chat. Either chat. It's whatever's good. Wherever you are. That looks like a Twitch name to me, off the top of my head. but it could be either. The only way you know for sure is it has a space in it. Spaces are the exclusive domain of YouTube. As far as names go. Let's do another card. Been listening to Revolution's podcast, started the Russian Revolution. Just wanted to touch in on this, just to say, hey, continuing to re-listen to this. I'm on the last Revolution. It is just starting up, so I don't have that much to say about it, other than, you know, it's kind of funny in retrospect looking back on the earlier Revolutions where, you know, things kicked off and then they had to figure out after the fact, like, okay, what sort of government are we doing? How are we running this? What's the best way? Whereas when you talk about the Russian Revolution, you have to start with, okay, so there's been like dozens of revolutions up to this point, so at this point, the people who like to do revolutions and want revolutionary change are spending like a lot of time arguing over the means and the future and the prospects of revolution, such to the point where there's like literal, what comes off as literal like forum war style like arguments of like, oh, this faction published these papers saying that, okay, we have to have a proletariat revolution and then you can have the socialist revolution. You have to go from feudalism to democracy and then to socialism. Whereas other people say, what if we just go to feudalism to socialism? No, that doesn't work. And there's just a lot of back and forth and a bunch of fucking scholars doing scholarly shit, fucking arguing like people on message boards. It's weird. If I contrast to just, oh, the American Revolution. We kicked the English out. What do we do now? Oh, we'll do a government. Okay, that works. Hello, Michael. What is up? Viewer levels is what's up. Go ahead and submit. In 15 minutes, we'll be doing the lightning round, in which we will have extra lights, bonus heads for all, on account of the YouTube channel reaching 100 subscribers, which is a, you know, nice little milestone. One of the first ones what that channel has reached. You could consider these the levels of Friday. No, you can't. That doesn't work. Did I say Friday? Did I say Friday? That's maybe just me being used to doing streams on Friday. You think I said Friday? I might have done, yeah. I usually do these on Fridays. I was sick on Friday, so I rescheduled it for Monday, after getting less sick. You might be able to tell I am coughing quite a bit. I am still somewhat sick, but trust me, I am less sick now than I was on Friday. Again, I could not talk, I could not drink water without it hurting my throat on Friday. Yeah, I'm too, you know, I'll say, like, a lot of times when I'm doing a stream, right? And if I'm doing it at a different time than normal, I'll just say the wrong things. Like, I'll say, alright, tonight we're doing this, and then I'll realize, like, wait, it's this morning! It's morning time! And I'll have to panic and say, like, I say panic, I'll have to correct myself, go like, morning! Because usually I do it at night, and it's like, confusing. So, wouldn't be out of character for me to forget what day it is and just go with what feels right for a viewer level stream. After this, I don't have a weekend to look forward to. I just have a work week. And a stream tomorrow, in fact. I'm definitely doing the stream that I do on Tuesdays tomorrow. That's fun. What are you gonna do? Let me do sudden death. I don't see Chilla here. So let's carry on. It's enough stalling for time for people to speak up. We got 2 tries on account of Chilla not being present. Okay. This looks pretty straightforward. Okay. We're just climbing. looks like we'll have a, this will be like a multi-lap arrangement. I'll say the 2 tries, they do refresh at checkpoints, so if we get one of those, we would refresh any tries lost. We haven't lost any tries yet, so, you know, it's not a big deal yet. Okay, I see where we're going. Ah. We lose the Yoshi, but we go up this route. This is pretty nice, pretty straightforward. I'm happy. I'm happy. Ugh. I might occasionally say it's Friday. Force of habit. I'm sure if I did more Monday streams, viewer levels specifically, I'd get used to it. But, you know, that's not really what I plan to do. I will say, I might do one coming up where, you know, the week before I move, might do one that's specifically a Mario Maker 1 stream, because I do want to do some viewer levels there before those servers go down. Before it's just unavailable forever. It'd be a shame not to, you know? And I'll be, like, in the middle of, you know, setting up my new apartment when the servers go down, so I can't do, like, I can't do a stream like the night it goes down, unfortunately, but I'll get as close as I can do without impacting my packing. We'll absolutely do that at some point, Mr. Kitten Bros. Yes, totally. I hope to see a bunch of people there. We beat that one. Very nice. I'm gonna hit complete. Corn. Corn is here. Very good. Corn, can you get that code? It seems to have not come through. Can you just go grab that code for me real fast? So that I can punch it in? Thank you. Meanwhile, let me do another card. Y'all ever see Man in Cave type videos? Man in Cave is a video that y'all might be familiar with if you've watched the H-Bomber Guy very long plagiarism video. That was one that was covered in that. I think it was also pretty popular at the time. Yes, I know it was on Twitch. I'll scroll up and look for it. It was pretty popular at the time. Basically, it was a blow-by-blow telling of a sad mining accident story where a guy died in a mine. And I saw the other day a similar type historiographical, like, sad story of a mining disaster where it was just like a sad narrator narrating sad facts. And I just wanted to say, like, coming out of that, I think I realized, like, oh, as popular as that original Man in Cave video is, I don't think this is really my jam. I feel like, legitimately, I just find it to be a little bit too moody. I don't know. The thing that I think when watching a video slowly and surely explaining how a disaster happened is I think, like, yeah, I don't know, you could be a little less dour about it. I think about Revolutions, the podcast that I've been re-listening to, which talks about very serious topics like, okay, this is the French Revolution. We're talking about how, like, okay, at a certain point the revolutionaries just started loading, like, dozens of people onto boats and sinking the boats because they realized that beheadings were not fast enough, they were not efficient enough. This code isn't working. Corn is good for you. V812MN V7G. Can you double check the code? It's a double M? Okay, gotcha. Perfect. That'll fix it. That'll 'll 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 'l 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 And I just think about that and just think, like, yeah, you could definitely... Hello, you don't have a level, that's fine. It's cool, Michael. You can just hang out if you want. Hello, Columbat. I just think about Revolutions podcasts. That's fine, that's allowed. Corin doesn't have that many levels that I haven't played that they can't submit. So I'm just replaying at their suggestion. It's cool. It's fine. That's to the discretion of the submitting viewer. Yeah, some people don't have an infinite number of levels, and they want to see me play them. I'm fine with that. This is a very nice, challenging level. Reminds me of DKCR. That level in DKCR, you know the one. Where you're chased by, like, spiders or something. Change character back to Mario? You got it. This is his game. You're right, it makes sense to be Mario. Do you love to play troll levels? I don't mind troll levels. I am 100% fine. If y'all want to give troll levels, I think they can be fun and funny and good content. So, you know, have at it. What was I saying? I feel like we were saying something about something or other. The last card was... Let me look at my list of cards, what I have on my phone. Man and Cave, that's right, I was talking about Man and Cave type videos. I feel like you can be a little lighthearted while telling a brutal story where a bunch of people got killed. Like, I think my favorite example from Revolution's podcast is when they're talking about, where Mike Duncan is talking about the guy who was like the head of the Bastille, right? He was in charge of the Bastille, police chief of the Bastille. The mob marched him out and just had him at their mercy. And there was one guy who was like, hey, before we do anything rash, let's relax, let's you know, sleep on it. And the guy in question, the guard guy, just said, enough, let me die. And then he kicked the guy right in the balls that tried to get him, like, leniency and shit. And then they all just shot him right then and there. Which, I think that's really funny. That is just objectively very funny. But you can imagine a Man in Cave type presentation of that where it just goes like, and then the guy said, enough, let me die. And then he kicked the helpful citizen in his genital triangle. And then he was shot dead from dozens of directions, all at once. Little bit too much, isn't it? I prefer a more fun telling of events. You know, a little bit of levity, perhaps. And just treating history as a fun story to unravel rather than something deeply sad to feel sad about. You know, there's a lot of horrible things that have happened in history, but it can also be very entertaining and very fascinating. And funny in ways. Like, morbidly funny, yes, but still quite interesting and makes you go like, wow, that happened? Huh, how about that? Maybe I'd feel differently if I was a minor, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for the level. Corn is good for you. We completed it. Let me go ahead and hit 1 there. Oopsie daisy. Floofleton! Floofleton! You are up! That's a good name. I like that name. Floofleton. Go ahead and confirm Floofleton, and we will do your level. It is about 7:30, but not quite 7:30, so we're not going to the lightning round until after this next level. So, you know, that's nice. Let me punch it in. Let me do another card. Why not? Follow up on YouTube Shorts. Been doing YouTube Shorts for the last week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. They've been doing pretty well. I've been putting up one per day, and they tend to do like either a bunch of traffic, bunch of likes, or none, or like not so well. You know, it seems to be kind of a little bit random. You know, it's kind of hard to tell whether something's going to take off. Like last week, I put up one, and for the first like 5 hours or so, it got like literally 6 views. And I looked, and you can see like how many times YouTube put it into people's feeds, and yeah, I could tell like it showed it to 7 people. And I was like, what the fuck? It showed it to 7 people. They watched like a good amount of it. Why isn't he putting it in more feeds? And then I just did a simple thing. I changed the name real fast, and then I did post it like one place, and like on Discord or something. And then like out of nowhere, it then blew up to like 1,000, 10,000, like 1,000 views and 15 likes, which was at the time the top short that I did. Today's short actually outdid it for some reason. That is the short entitled "Oh hey, that's a fetus. Those are fetuses," and that did 25 likes and 1.2 thousand views, which is nice. Ooh, and a comment. What's the comments? Yeah, turning on fetuses. That makes sense in context. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it's been a thing. And I'll say I have like 31 shorts ready to go, so I don't really have to do any work on them for the next month, assuming I continue to put up one a day. And I hope that people watch them and like them. And shit, I'll say that all of them are sourced from Twitch clips that I have that I made over the last couple of years. So most of them are pretty old, which does mean that the Marvel Snap ones, if I do end up putting up Marvel Snap ones, are going to be a little out of date. Unfortunately, Marvel Snap moves so fast, it's almost impossible to... You really have to clip it like right away for it to be at all relevant. But I'm so behind on Twitch clips that all the YouTube shorts are going to be oldies, at least by 3 months, but I do think I got a good selection of really good ones ready to come up, and I bet I can find like a million more if I spend another couple hours looking through all my clips and picking out ones that would be fun for shorts. I don't see Floofle ton. So let's go ahead and do a sudden death dealy. I'll say what I said on the Discord, which is that I can see now, maybe more cutely, with the short situation, why all the big YouTubers complain so much about the algorithm, which is that, yeah, it does seem inexplicable when you put up a lightning round on a troll level, the thing will end very fast. It's true, but we do have bonus heads today for everyone, for what it's worth. So are there bad things in here? Okay. Fuck me! There is a thing. I'll say I do understand more a little bit how the big streamers feel, because it is a hell of a thing when you put up a short and you can either get like 80 views or 800 views, and the reason why isn't clear looking at the numbers. Like, okay, well, if you show it to 1,000 people and 800 watch, then you get this many likes. Yes, of course. Okay. But if you show it to 80 people or you show it to 100 people and 80 watch, and you get this, similar stats, like, why this and not that? It doesn't make sense. It's all just seems arbitrary, and it just seems like a factor of, Well, if YouTube decides to show it to 10 times more people, it'll get 10 times more likes and 10 times more traffic. And it's like, yeah, that is how it works. Objectively. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But, you know, hey, I'd like to see the numbers come in, and it's... hopefully it's, means more traction and more people, checking out the channel. And I'll say, like, a bunch of the follows, subscriptions, the last few days probably came from the shorts, getting, like, watched and shit. Which is, nice to know. Nice to know that that is, driving subscriptions on the YouTube. If anyone on the YouTube, just subscribe because of shorts, I appreciate you. And whether or not you watch the live streams or the full VODs, it's, cool either way, I guess. I'd appreciate if you watched the VODs and shit. There's good shit in those VODs. And in the live streams as well. Alright. Folks. It is time now. Shorts is the most addicting thing to watch. I personally don't think it's as addicting. Well, I don't know. I don't really watch shorts that myself that much. I'll say one more thing about shorts. I think it's kind of annoying how I don't like this new trend that they have where they end the short in such a way that it looks like it loops around and the short stops over. I just don't like that. I find it weird. I find it confusing. And also when you're watching it and you just don't know that it's looped, and you feel like, wait a minute, I've seen this before. I've heard this bit before. That to me is a little bit like, just have it end. You can just have an ending to your shorts. That's fine. You don't have to be Mobius shorts. I don't know when that started, or if it's a very recent thing, or if it's been like if that's just something that happened because of TikTok. I'm sure in a lot of cases, things I don't understand where they came from with vertical short-form video, they came from TikTok, but all I know is I don't like it. And, yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's do the lightning round. It's time now for the lightning round, in which I will have 7 tries to beat each level that comes my way. Normally it's 5, but tonight, on account of those 100 YouTube subscribers reaching a milestone, I am giving everyone bonus heads. What are bonus heads? Well, they come in a variety of forms, from Bowser to other Mario characters, like Mario, or Waluigi, bunch of Yoshis, even some non-Mario characters. Peach is not a non-Mario character, but Sonic and that's not Sonic, Shadow and Eggman are. So, yeah, the non-Mario characters are a lot less likely, I'll say, for what it's worth. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a box over them, and I'm going to randomize them by hitting the stop at a random point. And look at that, that's Daisy. I'm going to dismiss Floofleton's level, since we didn't... We died, right? Yes, we did. And I'm going to bring up Mr. Kitten Bros level, who, Mr. Kitten Bros is here. So, Mr. Kitten Bros is good. Fantastic. Let me go ahead and enter in this level, and then we'll get on to it. Lovely. Oh. I'll say again, I am still somewhat sick, but definitely less sick than if I had tried to do this on Friday. This stream here. Time for Toad's Broken Roller Coaster 2. You got it. You got it. Let's go. Water is good. I like water a lot. I like to drink water. Read description. Oh, I didn't do that. 1 second. I will correct that. Display comments. Exit course. Let's see. So this is like a broken coaster in the style of like a Donkey Kong Country 2, right? Look for cloud markers. Story comments appear around there. What does that mean? Cloud markers. Thanks for checking this out. There's a few comments with no markers. What does that mean? I'm sure we'll see them. Another day, another broken roller coaster. Who is doing this? Bowser? Probably. Oh, this is not right. Okay, here we go. We figured this out. The cloud blocks show where the comments are. Okay. We'll watch out for the cloud blocks then. Wait, was that a cloud? I guess you also said that there are some that don't have that, right? So, not entirely consistent. Oh. I'm a little bit stuffy as well, I'll say, for what it's worth. How do we get over there? Ah, springs. That's gotta be it. Here we go, we gotta get the spring. Get it to there. Take the second spring. Also send it over to... What? Huh? Huh? It despawned. Okay. You don't have to use the springs? Well, this seems like a safer option to me. Does this not work? Oh. Obviously. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Silly of me to think that that would be the solution. Let me get the spring, though, and use it to jump up here. You can bounce one spring up there, though. I wonder if we just need to make that jump. Fuck! Damn it. That seems hard. That little jump. But maybe we're overthinking it. Maybe I'm making this harder than it needs to be. We got 5 tries left, which is a good number. Good number. That's how much tries I would normally have. Hey, how about this as an idea? Hey. Look at this, I got a power block from the previous area. Eh? Eh? Wait a minute. No, I can't hit, I can only hit one of those guys, though. I can't hit both of those guys from here. Is that good enough? Can I jump over those guys like that? Maybe that's on me for trying cheese. If you want to complete using cheese, yeah. I think you can with more speed. Possibly Colin Bad, I agree. This roller coaster seems a lot more... Whoa! Okay. A lot more involved than the last one. I thought the last one was pretty much a... Wasn't the last one more of an auto-scroller type deal? More of like a... jump at the right time? Fuck! Speed or a spring? am I doing? We have one try left. Let's make it count. No one has yet beaten this stage, so we don't know, like, what the clear rate is long term, but it is tricky. You don't know, but you think we're dead. I don't know. We could be. If there's any checkpoint, that will always refresh our lives. That will refresh our tries. So, you know, if there is one, that would be nice for us. Hoping you make it? I'm also hoping we make it. Ah! Well, okay. I could have gotten multiple through there. But, yeah, it didn't quite, work out. Wow, what the hell? I was inside the POW block. Cheese thwarted. You know, I think we can maybe jump from the right side to the platform, but not this time. I'll say, you can always resubmit, even in the lightning round. You know, just because we lose all our lives doesn't mean it's dead, done forever. Just means that it's time to move on to the next person for now. You know, this whole way of doing things just adds some fun stakes to the proceedings and makes it things keep moving. Greases the wheels, so to speak. What the fuck? That's not how you say that. You commented, Corn. Good stuff, yeah. Can you please play this level? MTG, if you want to come watch the stream, absolutely. Just give me, just submit and stuff. Let me hit dismiss and see who's next. That's a good question, Proud Junkrat Main. It is you. It is you who is up next, Proud Junkrat Main. Hell yeah. Let's do it, and let's get your bonus heads again. On account of 100 YouTube subscribers, we have free bonus heads for all tonight. So let's go ahead and randomize that sucker. And there you go. Ooh, you got Mega Man heads. Those are a set of heads that aren't Mario heads. A lot of the non-Mario heads come from like streams where I did a non-Mario game using some sort of last tries type system. Like I did a stream like 2-3 years ago where it was Mega Man, where when I died 5 times I had to switch games. Bah! Delayed reaction, I know. So that's where those heads come from. That stream like 2 years ago. And several of the other bonus heads that aren't Mario heads are also from such similar circumstances, which I think is fun. I should do something like that at some point again. That is just fun. Getting bros, thank you for the level. Thank you all for putting in levels and there we go. That was better timed, I think. Thank you all for the levels and stuff as usual. Let's do it. This is Proud Junkrat's Main's little level. I say little level. Normal level. What are we doing on, I'm looking away. Just checking my, list of cards. How many we have left. There's a good amount. Okay, here. Starting this time. Not looking at my phone. I'm paying attention. World record. I forgot to turn off comments. I'll turn off the comments now. Corn wants to see Luigi. You got it. Here's your Luigi. This time I was on the ball. Let's do it. Why did I spin jump? That was not the correct thing to do. Now we spin jump. Oh, don't spin jump there. That's fucks it up. This is, seems pretty intuitive, I'll say. So long as you don't spin jump at the wrong time. Like, you just sort of have to hold the run button and, release it with good timing. And slide at the right time. Pretty intuitive. We have 3 tries left. I could do this. Seems doable. 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 Yikes. Okay, well, I'm fucked. Yeah. I stopped there for a second. You can't stop in a level like this. I know that. Else the timing won't work. Release Y. Down. Ah, shit. Well, this is a dead end. Oh, also, it's a tight timer, so... The trick is, it's a weird sequence of like, buttons to hold and unhold. Here I have to unhold Y. Press... Shit. I need to, like, repress Y. Then press another button. Ooh. Dang, that's all 6 tries, but... I feel like I could do that with a few more. I'll say, as before, as previously, feel free to submit it as, you know, just because the lightning round, you know, just because I can't beat a level on 1 try, on 7 tries, doesn't mean you can't resubmit it, all that. But just means that we have to move on and go to the next level, which is going to be by Columbet. Columbet just said, which is all you need to do. Perfect. Let's go ahead. I hope very much to get another crack at that level, I'll say. I feel like I can definitely do that, given another chance. Bowser heads this time, that's nice. Here's another card. Y'all ever hear tell of the term Discord kittens? I heard this in Discord. Someone was in a Discord I was in, people were talking about this term, which does not sound good. Does not sound like a good term. I don't quite understand it, other than say, like, apparently it is the opposite of, like, you know how in perversion, a daddy is a thing, right? A kitten is like the opposite of a daddy. It's like the other side of that. You know, it's like the younger lady person in that relationship. And apparently, Discord kitten is like a thing people say and use. And okay. And apparently you can have multiple of them. I don't quite understand how that works, but I did see this image that I thought was funny. I googled Discord kitten, and this was what popped up. A question from a person asking about their son talking to his Discord kittens. What can I do about it? How can I stop it? Questions we all ask ourselves. What can we do about it? I think the answer is, what are they? What can I do about it? Not much. You can't do. You have no recourse, perhaps. Internet is a weird place. I guess that's all I have to say about Discord kittens. Just don't talk with them? Yeah. Well, if you're the dad of the one who has Discord kittens, you're not talking with them in the first place. I mean, talking to someone else's internet community is weird. You know, in some cases it can work. Like, I know some streamers whose, like, family members appear on content, and it's kind of fun. You know, they become part of the part of the family, I guess. That's a weird way of saying it when they are literally family. Also. Oh, I think I need to not jump. Did I make that guy appear by jumping? Ah! Okay, let's try that again. Be very... Yeah. Oh. Well, now we can get out of here, I think. Unless... Ooh, I think we got it. Eh? That can't be right. I feel like... No, this is wrong. Oh, we can't exit. How many, question, how many of these little rooms are there? If, you may say. Are we looking at like a couple, or like 3, or like 2? Three more trolls, okay. And we got 3 more lives. Okay. Okay, here we go. So now we do this. Oh, wow, you really need to fucking... You really need to, like, get into that door fast. I did... Last try here. Didn't realize you could kill the... I didn't realize you could kill the thwomp. I guess that's the troll there. I didn't realize what the troll was in that section. I just thought, oh, that's kind of nice. There's an invisible block, but the thwomp takes care of it. No complication. It's just free. It's not free. Take me. Wait, where's the guy? What happened to the guy? The guy died? I guess the what the fuck are they called? What are the mouse guys called that jump? That guy, the rodent fucker, he died. What are they called? The rodents? What do they call the rodents? Rodents include animals such as, but not limited to, mice, squirrels, and rats. That's what my watch tells me. Mario 3D World rodents, what are they called? Let's see if my skip squeak. It knows. My watch is okay. Good looking out, watch. That's pretty good. Squip squid. If there's a special name for the spiky one, I don't know it. Thank you for the level, Columbat. Again, you know, you can always resubmit at will. But we gotta dismiss and move on for now. Corn. Corn is good for you is next. Corn is good for you is on top of it. Hell yeah. I see it in chat, Corn. On the YouTube side. You're good for it. Let me randomize your things. Punch in your code, and we'll do another card. Been playing Persona 3 Reload in mid-late November after Kyoto, and also after a big cutscene happens in Kyoto, right after Kyoto. Oh boy, that game's getting to some good plot stuff. Some extremely impactful stuff has happened, and dang, it takes a while until the game hits its stride. and the plot starts mattering and having stuff going on. But once it does hit its stride, like, ooh, goddamn, it's got some good ass plot, some good writing, and a lot of stuff dealing with its main theme, death, which is just really good. Hello, Mr. Wicked, what's up? We're doing a Monday stream, unlike usual, on account of I couldn't do a Friday stream, so I'm doing a Monday one instead. Anyway, really enjoying the hell out of that. Spent a lot of time over the weekend playing it, and also over last week. I'm in like the last couple months of the game, so hopefully we'll be done with that in a week or two. But, goddamn, I feel like that's been taking up a lot of my time on account of that game is just very, very, very large. And I am really looking forward to the ending because it is like one of the most profoundly good endings in video games ever. And perhaps, like, low-key one of the saddest endings as well. In any medium. In any medium. I was thinking maybe I might stream it? I don't know. I was thinking maybe it'd be fun to, like, just stream the very end of the game. Maybe that'd be silly. It would require too much setup, but, you know, I'd have to explain, like, okay, here's what happened in the last 120 hours of gameplay, which I did off stream. You know, maybe I should just finish that game and enjoy it, and then I'll come back on stream and tell y'all how, ooh, hey, that was really good. I really enjoyed it. Y'all should check it out, especially if you have Game Pass, because it's free on Game Pass. And if you have, like, 150 hours to spare, I guess. I'll say, while I'm playing, I'm often, like, looking at Discord and be getting distracted. So maybe distractions are adding up and increasing my hour count. But whatever. It's like 100, 120, 150 hours long. It'll probably take me a total of, like, 140 all told, if I had to guess. Let's do it. Oh, you got Sonic heads. Hell yeah, Sonic and Tails. Look at that. It will take 12 tries to get my level to victory, said Colombat. I don't know. I don't necessarily think we're that far. I think we made great progress in that first go round. And so long as I don't forget things that I already know. Big ask, I know. So long as I don't forget things, I should be able to not fall for the same tricks twice. In theory. I know, pernicious thing, theory. You know, something I'll say, as far as, like, context goes, as far as the, like, 100 sub milestone. For the YouTube, that is a big thing, as it is, you know, a big round number, but it is worth noting that the Twitch is a little ahead of that at around 600 followers, which those are the same, you know, followers on YouTube, or on Twitch, subscribers on YouTube, but the YouTube did start after the Twitch did, and has been mostly a place for VODs until very recently, like the last like 6 months or so, in which Twitch lightened their policies on streaming on the same time on other platforms, at which point I was able to start streaming. So, you know, it's not, it's had a later start. And also, I've just only started getting into shorts, so, you know, I'm hoping that as shorts continue to do good and do better and better, that the number will go up and up. And maybe someday the Twitch and YouTube side will have an equal amount of subscribers / followers. Hell, maybe even one day that the YouTube might overtake the Twitch. Wouldn't that be the day? I'd be surprised. But, you know, anything can happen. I do think it's growing at a rate where it could, that's very possible. Thank you for the level corn. Let's go ahead and hit complete. And move on to Bullet Same, who just said GG. Fantastic. Good shit. Let me randomize your bonus heads. Again, bonus heads for all on account of the 100 subscriber YouTube milestone. It's not, you know, the biggest milestone in the world, but it's the one I'm at, so, you know, definitely want to celebrate it. I have given thought to just, you know, maybe we could move away from subscriber bonus heads for subscribers, especially because the YouTube doesn't have an equivalent yet where it can get in on that, because the membership thing isn't, like, available until I get, like, 500 subscribers on YouTube, and that is, like, the equivalent of a Twitch subscription. You know, a premium thing that I can attach premium stuff to. But I don't know. I kind of like just sticking things with things the way that they are. You got Daisy again. How about that? Daisy came up again. Huh? What the fuck? Okay, so what we got like 10 seconds. What the fuck? You need to like bounce off that guy, get up there, get the POW. Ooh, what the hell? This is a trick and a half right here. Shit. This would go fast no matter when, well, obviously, it'd just be me dying a lot if you did it outside the lightning round for 15 minutes. We're on our last try. This level bullet same. You had to know. That is sure a level. Yeah, I'll say again, you can always resubmit. I'll see what I can do about it. Hard but easy. Yeah, that's accurate. What do the comments say on this one? JPP. Smiley face. Be careful. Don't I know it? Thanks for the like. No problem. Tough spin and pixel. So basically it's like pixel perfect, right? And then you have to take the POW and throw it into the muncher and avoid hitting the thwomp so as to not kill the thwomp so you can get back up. Ooh, jeez. Yeah, that's a hell of a thing. Let me get the heads up for the next person. Dismiss it. Mr. Kitten Bros, you are up. Yes, that's right. You are back. You are up. This is you. Let me randomize this shit. You are right on time. That is correct. Can you do Kaizo? I can try Kaizo. You know, like Kaizo, I can sometimes do. I'll say this is the lightning round, so we have a limited number of lives, but we do have 7 of them tonight, so we'll see what we can do. We'll have 7 tries to do it. That does mean that you know, a harder level will necessarily go by quicker, but it also means that you'll be waiting a shorter amount of time for your level to come up. So, you know, there's pros and cons to it. Aiming to game. Submit away. Here's the next card. What I have. I've been playing Marvel Snap. Just got Mockingbird and Cool Obsidian. Those are 2 of the latest cards. And I put together some decks, a deck that uses those 2 cards. Hello, Josh. Oh, I think that they're the same person as Aiming to Game, right? Or maybe different person with a slightly different avatar. Very similar avatars, you two. So I made this deck called Cojones because it's built around Thanos' stones, and putting down stones and using them to make Mockingbird cheaper, and also to put down Cool Obsidian. Seemed like a good strategy, was working okay. Also hope Summers is in there getting the things. Maybe they are friends, that would make sense to me. But then they did like their imbalance patch, which this week basically means that if you play a bunch of X-Men cards, they buff each other. So I made a mutant power deck which just has a bunch of X-Men and they buff each other, and also Pixie, so that I can maybe get a really cheap Magneto or Giganto or Professor X, which has worked out pretty well for me. I'll say I'm still in the 90s, But on this deck, I got into the 90s in Marvel Snap, which is really close to getting back to Infinite. I'm sure I'll probably put together an actual good deck, maybe with upcoming cards or something, once the Mutant imbalance patch ends. I'll say there's also an Avengers imbalance thing where you can do Avengers and they do something else. The way that it works is you play 5 X-Men. All X-Men are buffed by one point. And the way that it works with Avengers is if you have 3 Avengers at a location, the location gets +3. I think I prefer the X-Men side of things, but, you know, hey, maybe I should make an Avengers deck before that imbalance patch goes away, because kind of a fun thing. Doesn't it go away like tomorrow or something? It might be too late to do that, actually, come to think of it. Oh well. Very good, thank you for level, dude. Hello, Gio Aponte. Remember me. I'll say it's kind of hard to remember everyone, but, you know, there are a lot of folks. I'm good. I'm happy to see you back. Not specifically Geo, but show me one of your levels and maybe I might recognize it, or might go like, oh yeah, I remember playing this shit. Or I say shit. You had a loud voice according to your watch? That's true. That was that stream, huh? I know what stream you're talking about. I know what stream you're talking about, yeah. That really narrows it down, 100%. That only happened on one stream, and the stream was named after that. Wait, are you saying that Geo and Korn are the same person? Because that was me? Okay. Whatever. No, okay, you chose a weird time to say because that was me. Korn. You have 83 subs? Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Josh. Good on ya. I think I have 20... Wait, do we have 106 now? Last I looked, we were at 104. 105, hey. That's one up from previous when I refreshed it. That's nice. I appreciate whoever followed, whoever subscribed on the YouTube side. Let's play this level. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're doing the roller coaster thing. Sorry, I got caught up in the chat and shit. Let's do it. Yo, you get toads for the toad level as my heads. Hell yeah, you did. Yeah. We're totally gonna beat this, that's right. That's right! I believe in... Bus! Definitely was not about to jump into that spike. Definitely was not about to do this. Okay. I want to cheese this fucker. I'm gonna take these POWs, and I'm dropping them all down. I'm dropping them all down. Okay. Okay, one of them despawned. One of them despawned. That's fine. It's better than before. Okay, I can get 2 of them this way. Easy. Alright, new progress. You're gonna sub so you never miss a stream again? Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate it. Usually I stream on Fridays for viewer levels, as far as viewers level goes, but this stream is a odd exception because I was sick on Friday. So that's why this stream is today. That's a little worrisome, a little scary, but woohoo! But seems to be fine. Alright. Oh, this level seems quite nice now from, Josh or the Master... Yes, or both. Probably just probably was just talking to me. But, whatever's good. I will say, in general, please do limit self-promotion, you know, as you see fit. You know, don't get too wild with it, you know? It's cool, you know... It's not that big of a deal, but you don't have to talk about it that much. For those who do stream, I do think it's really cool. And you know... You gonna slap a level in? Just gotta search it in? Gotcha. No problem, Geo. Hello, Sinister X. Oh, comments, right, shit. I forgot about the comments, you're right. Good call. I totally forgot. My bad. The other chat is, hopping right now, so it's, sorry if I'm missing some of the chat on the Twitch side. My bad, my bad. There was one at the CP? Well, I guess we won't see it. Well, I guess I can pop in and just look right now. Wonder what's in there. Let's find out. That was a spiny? Yeah, I got it. I did that, just that. This is nicely arranged where you have to go left, and then you go back through there, and then there's, you know, this wall is now opened. Look out, there's bombs on the bridge. I think I'll just wait for them to explode. That worked. My working coaster is ahead. It survived. We won. Okay. Okay. What? Oh, I see what we need to do. Do this. Then go over here while it explodes. And then head back in now. Beautiful. Alright, let's go. Make sure to enter on the on position. Okay, on position. So that's red. I see red, we're good. Okay. Yay! The roller coaster is fixed. Oh, I think they're destroying the coaster or something. We have to stop them? I think we'll stop them by going into the pipe and getting a checkpoint that refreshes our lives. Going through the door now. Oh, it's survival. I think it's survival. Yep, survival. What are... Oh, those are the fireballs that the guy is spitting out. They're going up the walls. They're going up the walls, and some of them are attacking us, and others are setting off bombs. Ooh, that's clever. It was Roy the whole time. Yes, you are correct. Roy's boys. Those who know, know. Okay, we got, I guess it's lucky that we didn't get stunned before that last, only once. Morton, yeah, that's Morton. What do those clouds say? We won! I think that's what it says. What does that other one say? It's not coming up, we gotta roll. Could use some decoration, but I like the concept, says Mr. Wicked. Wait, what? Says Told? I thought the decoration was plenty. I got it. The treadmills are roller coasters. It's got supports. The pipes are supports. Roller coasters have supports, much in the way that like a pipe. Pipes are a pretty good stand-in for roller coaster supports. Actually, I'll say. I think the theming was perfectly good, if you ask me. Maybe he was forced to ride a roller coaster that was terrified of. And now he wants to destroy every one of them. More decoration, says Mr. Wicked. Well, that's just Mr. Wicked for you. You know, being all, mischievous, as the name would suggest. No offense. You understand, so we're having fun. We're having fun here. Hey, speaking of Mr. Wicked, you're up next. You'll find out more once you play my level. Decoration Enjoyer Mr. Wicked. What am I doing? I meant to... This is not where I meant to go. Settings. Where's the notifications? Or the comments? Wait, are they not in 7? Whatever, we'll disable them when we're in the level, I guess. Hello, Banana Farmer. How you doing? First ever controllable Super Mario Bros. 2 mushroom level, and you're surprised to say you believe it's quite hard. We'll see. We will definitely see, Gio Aponte. Let me do another card here. Been playing Balatro and Penny's Big Breakaway. Other than Marvel Snap and Persona, those 2 games are ones that I've been like playing a little bit of here and there, and enjoying them quite a bit, but also, or you know, a fair bit in the case of Penny, which I do think is like a kind of like Mario 3D World we have at home. You know, from the meme, where it's like, yeah, it's not quite as good as Mario 3D World, but it's okay, it's alright. Been playing those games a little bit at a time, and I think they are fun to play for like 10-15 minutes, or like 1 or 2 runs of Balatro, the poker roguelike. I'll say Balatro is very good. I have just reached a point where I can do like 2 runs of it before I have to put it down. And I can do probably a level or 2 of Penny's Big Breakaway before I have to put that down and do something else. Which isn't to say they're bad, just that they can't occupy me for as long as, say, Persona 3 Reload can, or Marvel Snap can, in bits and in pieces. Marvel Snap is, of course, very quick games and all. Bowser's Wicked War Machine. Okay, you got it. Let me randomize your heads. 5 ants moves into a house with 5 other ants. They became 10 ants. Good pun. Good pun. No way is that Joe Biden. Wait, what? I don't know. That could be Leslie Nielsen, honestly. That could be like nearly any old dude. I don't think that has to be Joe Biden. Corn is good for you. You can ask Mr. Wicked. I don't think Joe Biden ever dressed up as Mario. It could be... Jeez, who could this be? It could be like any old dude. Honestly, I feel like it gives me big Comedy Central vibes. Like a Comedy Central character, like from that... You remember the puppeteer that appeared on Comedy Central in the aughts? That's the vibe I get from that guy, from that character. Either way, you like the PFP. Gotcha. Yes. Positive. Complimentary. Let's do it. And stop the thing. You got Bowser heads. What did the description say? I didn't see. You're right. I should look. You have joined the red side? Thank you. I assume that means you did a YouTube subscription. I appreciate it. Kitten May. Hard boss rush. Don't set up the alarms. Okay. Inspired by AC/DC. We got it. Let's do it. I guess you could always consider the 2 sides to be, you know, Twitch is purple and YouTube is red, right? And even internally, like, I say internally, on my end, I definitely characterize them like that. I have commands that'll do one command on one side. Like, I have some commands that can do I have some commands on my stream deck that can post messages onto either side. Right? And the way that it works is I have some of them in purple and some of them in red. And so they're color-coded, you see. So yeah, red is one side, purple is the other side. I appreciate it either way. It's nice to have more subscribers on both sides. Yes. Hello, Mini Lego World. That's a good name. Lego World is the... Lego Land is the park. Is there a Lego World? Wait, is this like a choice of... Wait, what the hell? Whoa. I'll say, by the way, I got you, Kitten May. Hell yeah. I'll say, by the way, how this works is that, I guess let's go through the green. How this works is if we make progress... If we make progress on, and get a repeating checkpoint, it resets our lives. If we don't make progress and get to a repeating checkpoint, that doesn't do anything for us. We have to make progress to refresh our lives. We have to get a red coin, basically. If Disney can have a land and a world, why can't Lego? That's a good question. I don't know that they do, though. I know that Legoland is in California. I am doing this all wrong. Should we try a different boss? I have 107 now. That's nice. I'm happy to hear that. Let's try this one. Let's not spend forever. Woohoo! What the hell? It's a wave. Whoa, crap. Jesus. I think that one is doable, though. Twitch viewers are coming to the YouTube side. I will say, as per Twitch's policies, I would never solicit. I would never fuck! Go through the pipe! Too late. I would never solicit anyone to watch on either specific side, which Twitch does not allow you to do. But if you want to, hey, that's up to you. I can't stop you. And also, I appreciate it no matter where you watch, so, you know, as far as that goes, it's cool. Just so you know, I am in compliance with Twitch's terms of service. You'll understand. YouTube let you go to a different resolution to save data. Ah, okay, that's nice. That's cool. If you don't see him last, this is Mr. Wicked, by the way. Ah, okay. A lot of people chatting right now. Sorry if I'm missing messages. Chat's getting a little bit busy. We got 2 hits in. What the fuck? The Reds got destroyed! And that was the last life. Wow. That's cool. That was a fucked up thing to happen. What timing? We're on our last life. Wow. I set off the alarms? How did I do that? Josh does things. Oh, Josh does things as Mr. Wick. Okay, yeah. Missing the connection. How did the alarms get set off? You gave a sound cue. Oh, so it's like, is it like a time-based thing? Gotcha. Well, that's a skill. They're on a timer. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Okay. Dismissed. That's another one down. Let me go ahead and do the next one by Corn. Corn, go ahead and confirm. You just said beat Morton for the roller coaster? That was not that long ago. Oh, you said what the hell was that? Okay, you're here. Good. You're heading back to the purple side? Whatever y'all want to do. Really, I would like it if I could just have a bot that, like, transcribes messages from one side to the other. But Twitch does not allow that by their terms of service, so it's not an option. I have to have 2 chats open. Tell me Why are you so bad? You know, we're playing the video game and having fun. I think I'm alright. Let's do another card. Looking forward to that TTYD remake, May 23rd. I think that's the next game I'm really looking forward to. Is that sad to say? It's in May. That's like months away. And also it's a remake of a game that I admittedly love very much, but that's exciting that it's that close, you know? Before they announced it on last Mario Day, which was a week ago today, pretty much. A week ago and change. Like 8 days ago. And I kind of expected it to be more like in July or something, so it being in May is really nice. It's just like 6 days after my birthday, so that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. I hope they don't do anything weird that messes it up. You know, that's my one hope, that it's, like, intact. It's still really, really fun. They haven't done anything to the writing, anything to the story, anything to the characters. Yellow Toad. The purple side has given you ads. Dang, Kitten Bros. Sometimes when I'm watching a stream, I'll have both, and they're on, like, both sides, right? I'll have, like, both up. And if Twitch gives me ads, you can always just, you know, look at the YouTube for 2 seconds. That's a little bit of a pro tip for you. I don't know, I find like I never get ads on YouTube. I'll also say you can always get a Twitch subscription, give me money, and then all the ads go away on the Twitch side. It's fine either way, whatever you want to do. You know, the ads, I do get a little money off it, I guess. I don't know, with it doesn't add up very fast. Ads don't. In my experience, I'll say, for what it's worth. But hey, I appreciate y'all watching it, and they do, you know, I do have ad revenue on Twitch, so that is, you know, that's paying me some amount of money. Not as much as the subs, I do think. I think, like, the subs make up the majority of my payouts in the Twitch side, with bits being probably a second contributor.
Yes, I'm a winner.
You're heading out, Corn? Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it. Let me hit complete. Oh, did you, Corn, you didn't submit that, did you submit that new one? You didn't submit Bowser's Gauntlet. Geo, you're coming up. You're, 2 away. You're 2 away. You're further down the queue. Thank you for the level, Corn. Let me hit complete. Next time? Okay, that's cool. Whatever you want to do, dude. I appreciate it. Aiming to game. Aiming to game. Go ahead and confirm. Let's see. Aiming to game. I'm not sure which side aiming to game was on. Oh, there's a space in there. The YouTube side. Aiming to game. Go ahead and say a thing, and then we'll play the level. E. That constitutes a thing. Good on you. Let me get your bonus heads refreshed and randomized. Meanwhile, while I'm entering in the code, I'll pull another card. I went on a nice walk last week. That was supposed to be earlier this week, had this card been pulled on Friday or even last Tuesday, but it was pulled today, so that was like a week ago today. It was nice. I took some pictures. I've mentioned before that when I go on walks, I like to take pictures as I go whenever I see like a nice photo opportunity or whatever. I thought I'd share some of those, like this one, of a nice flower that I saw just, you know, on the side of the pedestrian trail. Or, perhaps more interestingly, this one, of a big goose, majestically doing like a thing on top of a sewer duct thing, which I thought was very nice. there were a couple other goose hanging out on the shore of the pond, just like watching their friend be weird, which I thought was fun. It's nice to see wildlife and when you're out and about, and to just look around and enjoy trees and enjoy a nice little walk. That was before I got sick, by the way. Why did the giraffe cry? I don't know. Why did the giraffe cry aiming to game? Peach heads. You got peach heads. Because he was sad. Knock knock, says Gio Aponte. Who's there? Let's play this out. Who's there? Who's there? See where this goes. Wida. Wida who? Wida who? What's the pun there? Why don't you do something, I would guess. Let's see. Let's do this level. We'll get the end of that knock knock joke in a second, I'm sure. Chat. Why did chicken cross the road? Okay. We were on the right track. Let's do it. Aiming to game. So we need to... So if we do a spin, is that going to release the wall enough where we can get... I think we need to, like, do a spin. Can we do a spin while we're on a wall? I waited there. I shouldn't have done. What's with these pipes? Let me see if these pipes are, like, a practice area or something. Let's just have a look in these pipes. What the... Jesus! Definitely looks like a practice area to me. You line up and ground pound. Ah, okay. Let me start this over. This one didn't count. Knock knock, who's there? We gotta just jump right away. Okay. We're on our last try. I will say, you can always resubmit a level. And this being the lightning round, it will go fast. Tack who? Thank you for the level, I appreciate it. We're not able to get that far, but such is the lightning round. I will say, at the start of every stream is a bunch of time not in the lightning round where I can take a little more time and really get in to some levels that are deeper. If you have a level such as this where you want me to spend more time, you can always just submit it multiple times, or you get in at the earlier part of a stream, and you'll more likely get a 15-minute chunk of time to do the thing, assuming you're one of the first levels in, and there's not too many other levels that also take a full 15 minutes. It depends on how it works. 0 of 2,153 attempts. It could be done, though. I'll say, y'all see that shit going on with the original Mario Maker? There's just one level, last I saw, that needs to be beaten in that now, until it's 100% completed. Goddamn impressive what they have been up to, and just in the nick of time, I hope they finish that shit off before the servers go down. That's cool. And I saw the last level that's left to be completed. It's not bullshit. It's actually a genuinely good, cool precision level that's novel and does stuff I've never seen in a Mario Maker level. Only because it's so precise and like unheard of. It's people need to figure out and practice it and shit, I guess. Thank you for the level. I'm gonna go ahead and hit dismiss. You can always resubmit it at will. Don't worry, don't be fretted. This is just a lightning round. The lightning round is a fun time where, things move quickly, more levels get played, and also we have some fun stakes for every level that does get played, which is fun. is fun. Let's go ahead and say Josh. Josh, BO 412. You are up. Go ahead and confirm. I think you were on the YouTube end, were you? Go ahead and say a thing. Let me, get some Luigi heads. Josh says, yes. Hell yeah, dude. Let me, do another card while I'm typing in your thing. Got boxes for the move. Haven't started packing yet. Yeah, like last week, before I got sick, like on Wednesday or something. Maybe Thursday. Jeez, I forget. Right before I got sick, I went to the Walmart and I picked up like 5 large boxes, 10 medium-sized boxes, and like 15 small-sized boxes. And I figure I'll start like making them big boxes, you know, unfolding them, and start packing up my shit for the move, which will be happening in now, say, a couple of weeks. I'm moving to a new apartment. It's like a little bit away. Not that far, but, you know, not close enough where it's like 5 minutes worth. You know, it's not like a 5-minute drive away. Gonna have movers and gonna be all nice and packed and ready to go by the time they get here. So, everything's gotta go into boxes. Everything has to be well organized. And, you know, that's gonna be a whole endeavor. I'll say, when I wrote this card intending it to be on Friday, before I got sick, it was supposed to be like, oh yeah, you know, it's Friday, I guess I'll pack over the weekend, but now it's Monday, and I still haven't done any packing. To be fair, I was sick. You can't pack if you're sick. That doesn't make sense, but I really need to get on that sometime soon, and, I fully expect by Friday to be able to say something like, oh yeah, I packed up, like, the shit I never touch. Like, all these extra game controllers in these, like, drawers that I have. Yeah, I packed all that shit up. Maybe I'll pack some of my, physical games. And, maybe those amiibos over there. What the? There we go. Maybe these amiibos will get packed up. Maybe that would be a good idea. Honestly, to pack them amiibos up and good. All streaming stuff is going to get is going to wait until like the last possible time. The streaming stuff, the games, the consoles, the computer, all that stuff is like last minute packing stuff. But there's a lot of stuff I can pack in the meantime, if I'm being honest. Stuff I don't touch, stuff I seldomly touch, and anything in between. Dishes I never use. I don't really use water glasses. I only use my my insulated, you know, my Zojirushi water thing here for water. So I don't really need any of my glasses of water. I can pack those like now, honestly. Maybe other kitchenware as well that I don't usually use. I could start packing that. I got some bubble wrap as well, so that I can, I can cushion, like, all the kitchen stuff, let's say. What is going on here? You know what? I don't think this is that complex. I just need to go to the left, or go to the right, and, hope for the best. Yeah, I reckon this is just a straightforward level. That's what I reckon we got here. You ever look at... Okay. I was just thinking... Okay, you know, I was just looking at Luigi's backside and thinking like... That's... You know...
Made it.
Something that I don't usually think about as I'm playing. I guess I'm not usually Luigi. He's taller than Mario is. Thank you for the level, Josh. Let me go ahead and hit complete. And get up the next one. Geo, you are up. Did I say... I said Taku, right? You didn't reply to that, though. Didn't ever get the answer to that knock knock. But you are here. That was relatively recently. Good to go. I see you, Glenn. Hey, how you doing, Glenn? Cat emote. Is that a cat? Let me see. Oh, it's like it's a Scarumphy? Is that what it's called? A Scarumphy? That Pokemon. What's that Pokemon called? It's like a Pokemon. That's a Pokemon, right? Or maybe it just looks a lot like a Pokemon. Give me 151P. I can't read what the name of it is from the couch on the preview monitor. Whatever. Let's do it. Let's do Gio's level. Here's another card. Do y'all know they got robots making pizza now? I saw this at the Walmart while I was there. They have like a pizza place at the Walmart where a robotic hand makes your pizza for you. What a thing. I didn't go get that pizza, of course, because that's not really my pizza style. I like good pizza. Did I randomize this? Let me randomize it some more just to be sure. Blue Toad. Are the robots legless? Yeah, they're just like a robot arm, like you see at a factory. Like a, you know, just like this. You know? Servos and stuff. Moving the pizza around, putting it in the oven, some shit like that. Seems odd. Seems like an odd thing, but sure, whatever. I need a New York style pizza. Check the code. Yeah, I think I got this all punched in correctly. Check the code for me, please. Tell you what, I'm gonna go refill my water. I'm going to throw it to a break, which means it'll be like an instant cut for the VOD later on. But you check this code because this code isn't working for me. I'm pretty sure I've typed it exactly as it is, right? WLR. You were born way too into the future. Yeah. I like a New York style pizza, which means that my options are limited to like actual pizza places. That's my problem. 2DG. 4DG. Okay. I'm still really thirsty, so I'm gonna go get some water, throw to a quick break. We'll be back in like 30 seconds. For the VOD, it'll be instant. Because it gets cut out of the VOD. Breaks do. Alright, back. That was just like 10, 20 seconds. Not that bad. Got some more water. For some reason, drinking a little water makes me able to cough again. You know, the body is a mystery. Nice. You're lucky you're literally living in New York. That's sweet. Yeah, New York pizza is the best pizza. That is just true. Do you have good spaghetti as well as in New York? You don't hear that much about New York spaghetti necessarily being that much better than everywhere else's spaghetti, but it is another Italian dish that's famous for being Italian, I guess, whatever. Or coming from New York. At least in the American way. You're a picky eater, so you don't eat spaghetti? Oh, I love spaghetti. It's like maybe my favorite meal. I had spaghetti before the stream. It was very nice. Hello, Velocity Gamer. How you doing? Let's play this level. You tried Italian-style pizza in the actual country? Oh, nice. I hear it's very different. My understanding is that pizza and pasta are very different in actual Italy. Wait, what's going on with those platforms? Are they going down all the way? Yes, they are. Okay. Okay. Oh, we only have 100 seconds for this. Okay, here we go. Okay, okay. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, here we go. Good, good, good. We got the key. I think the key is good. So, okay, that resets. So go through the pipe maybe and go through a key door. Okay, key door, key door. One more puzzle here. Wait. Oh, okay. One more puzzle here. And... I'll say, by the way, traditionally a timeout would count for as many lives as, So you're live on YouTube too? That is correct, Velocity Gamer. A timeout will count for, the way that timeouts work is they count for as many lives as 100 seconds on the clock. I think this was like a 100-second level, so it wouldn't make a difference either way. Maybe at most it'd be 2 lives per timeout, but we did it in 1, we didn't need to worry about it. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm live on both Twitch and YouTube for every stream nowadays. Since, like, last September, October, somewhere in there. Whenever Twitch made that policy change to allow that, I made the jump, like, a few weeks later after squaring some, after figuring out some like, you know, how to do it correctly, effectively and shit. I don't want you to try the Italian pizza. I want you to guess the food it tastes like. Ooh. I'm gonna guess it's not as cheesy. I'm gonna guess that it's like a dough with spaghetti sauce on it. And maybe some like some eaten with butter. Corn? That's not it. What else is eaten with butter? Bread? It's just like, breadsticks? Popcorn. Popcorn? Popcorn flavored pizza. Man, I can't even picture that. I guess it's like butter pizza is basically the thing then, right? Let me hit complete. Pull up the next level by Mr. Kitten Bros. Mr. Kitten Bros. Hello, the Great Slytherin. How you doing? Kitten Bros, you are up. Let me hit the thing in chat so you know. You are here. Fantastic. Perfect. Let me randomize your heads. You got Mario heads. Fantastic. Also, I'll do a card. Y'all ever make yourself ambiguous reminders? I'll say, the other day, I got a reminder made by myself, which read as follows. Mantis sleep? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And I looked at this for a good, like, 10 minutes, and I just couldn't figure out what the fuck I meant by mantis sleep. It wasn't until, like, a day later that I remembered, like, oh, there was, like, a sleep mask that was Manta or something that I was looking at for a bit. And I eventually figured out it was Manta sleep. And it was sort of like a fancy sleep mask that had, like, weird cups over the eyes, so it sort of, like, isolated the eyes properly, and also has, like, headphones built into the band so you can, like, sleep on them better. And I decided to go ahead and try ordering that and see what I think. Because I will say, I do plan on traveling this year to Japan, and, you know, in the case that I get to the hotel and it's louder than I expect, or that there's other issues, I want to be able to sleep, and, you know, if things get fucked up and weird, being able to play some sort of, like, background thing right into my ear holes, and overriding anything outside of that, I think that'd be really nice. So, got that all ordered. I'll see how it is. Don't eat too much in Japan. Oh, I've been to Japan before, Gio Ponce. I loved it, and I ate a good amount. I love the ramen. I loved the rice bowls that I had there. I had a really good, like, stamina dawn when I was there, and it was, like, really late into the trip. I would have had a lot more stamina dons if I had that first stamina don before like the second to last day of the trip, because dear lord, that was so good. Just like a bunch of rice with onions and pork belly and just like the most delicious, and an egg, and it's just like the most delicious thing, and I didn't know that rice could be that delicious. I can't wait to have that again. That's gonna be so good. You can't be fat in Japan? Well, I'm already large. I'm already overweight, dude. It's too late for me. It's too late for me. And it's just a vacation. They understand that tourists be overweight sometimes. As large as a sumo fighter, I mean? No, I'm not that large. I'm like just, large. Like, I wear large t-shirts. Not t-shorts. T-shirts. Yeah, I'm perfectly a perfectly acceptable size for Japan. I'll say, as far as like I don't know, seats go. I guess I should worry about if like say I'm gonna go to the theme parks, right? I hope that they have like that the seats are not too tight or nothing. I do know that some parks can have some really tight seats, or they're not too accommodating of bigger folk, but I think in general, if you have a well-designed ride with well-designed restraints, you shouldn't have to worry unless you're talking like, much larger. You have a questing? Shoot, Mini Lego World. I don't see you in the queue, so if you just put your code in the chat, you have to do !add to get it in there, actually. So if that's what's going on, then that's why you haven't come up. You have to add yourself to the queue. It's not like an automatic thing. Do you give each level 5 lives? Traditionally, during the lightning round, we do 5 lives. I'll tell you how this works, Velocity Gamer. Traditionally, during the lightning round, we do 5 lives. Right now, on account of the YouTube reaching a milestone in subscribers, I am doing bonus heads for all. Usually, those would be for the first level of the night and also Twitch subscribers, the ones who pay money. It's the premium thing. It's sort of a feature, a bonus. They're bonus heads, if that makes sense. But yes, usually it would be 5 lives per level, refreshing at checkpoints, and that is just for the lightning round. Before the lightning round, which is usually the first hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of the stream, at most, during that time, we do 15 minutes plus 5 last tries if that's not enough. So if you have a level that requires a little bit more, I would suggest getting in early. And I'll say most viewer level streams are on Fridays. Fridays around 6 p.m. Central. Now, last Friday I was sick, so I did it today. There were comments in that level. Ah, crap. Well, I disabled them without thinking. Yeah. I had forgotten to disable them earlier, was the thing. You can ask a question, Mini Lego World. Go ahead and ask. What's your question? You got more subs than you? Well, I'll say, Gio Ponte. I'm also on the Twitch side. The Twitch does have 600 followers, or how many followers exactly is Twitch at right now? Let me see. Twitch is at 610 followers. So if you include those, it's a little more than just 100. But the YouTube is newer, and for the longest time, it was just VODs on the YouTube side. Okay, I could redo that and see the story. You're right. Let me go back in and have a look there. That's fair. That's fair. Go ahead and ask your question. I'll say, I'm all out of cards, and it's like 9 p.m., so it's just about time to wrap up. After, say, the next level, let's say the next level that I do, I will do what I call last call for levels. What does that say? Bunch of errors happening. Binary code, help me. As it exits the computer, something something. Message saying help me, binary code went wrong and sparked more errors. Who character is this having never been towed by a blade? What? Who character is this has never been talked by a blade? Is that C? I don't understand the question. Mini Lego World. I can't parse that. I don't understand. Who character is this has never been towed by a blade? Towed by a blade. Most characters I don't think have been towed by a blade. Sorry, you badly spell. Okay, try again. How to spell? That's the question. Luigi is in a virus in a computer. Yes, that's what's going on. I'm gonna hit complete. I'll say. Glenn reacts, you are up. Glenn reacts, go ahead and confirm. Glenn reacts. This is gonna be the last level until we go into last call for levels. During last call for levels, I will play some of my own levels, show those off real fast, and then I will go over to, and then we will close the queue and finish out all the levels that are in queue, you know, lightning round style. Let me just randomize them a bit. There you go, you got Toadette, that's fine. Hey, Glenn reacts. We will finish off the levels that are in the queue, and then we will do a raid and end the stream. A raid is a Twitch thing. YouTube people, you don't have to worry about it. You know, it happens every week. You probably don't worry about it. And people watching the VOD probably also don't worry about it. It's all good. That's just where we send the Twitch people off somewhere else. So that's how this is gonna go from here on out. This last level, 666. Welcome to the 666 domain. I will say, you know, this being like part of the gimmick here being that this is the commemorate 100 YouTube subscribers. It would be quite nice if anyone had a level that had a 100 in it. That would be such an easy thumbnail if anyone did have such a level. But I did. What the? Huh? I reckon that's that'd be some coincidence if it were to come out. Huh? Hmm? What do you do with this POW? We need to like run full spawn. It's a triple POW jump. Triple POW jump. Huh? Like, So like drop a POW and then, okay. Thank you for the level. I don't know how to do that. That's hard. Just wondering, have you watched Puss in Boots? I haven't. No, I didn't. I never watched Puss in Boots. I don't think I watched any Shrek after like the second Shrek, I want to say. Thank you for the level, Glenn reacts. Wasn't able to quite do it, but, you know, such is the lightning round. Okay. Samos is up next. Samos, you will be the next one here. And you are here, so whatever happens, you will have a full lightning round and all that. But it is time now to go into last call. last call for levels. I'm going to play a couple of my own levels based on some sort of theme, which I will think about right now. I just saw Glenn React say POW in response to the triple POW drop. Why don't we find levels that have POWs in them real fast? Let me look through, find any level that has POWs as a major element. That's right, last call, get your levels in now. That is the thing, that is the timing here. I'm just gonna scroll through this real fast. Tiger Bite Bayou is the first level that I did that used POWs as a thing. In this one, you throw POWs at blocks. Isn't that interesting? And maybe you can watch this and think, ooh, this is a nice level. Well, you can always go play my levels and, you know, like and comment and stuff. I always like that. I think my levels are quite nice. I haven't worked on them in a while, I will say. But, you know, I have spent a lot of work on them, a lot of time with them over the last couple of years. And this one, the idea is if you take a block forward, you can use it to do a thing. Thank you for the YouTube subscription. What is that? Let me read that name. My preview monitor, it's always, Victoria Whitney. Thank you. On my preview monitor, the chat is overlapping where the notification is, so I can't really read it just off the monitor itself. But thank you. I appreciate the hell out of it. So you can see if you don't have the POW block, you can go under, and it's just a little bit riskier than going over. Which I think is a fun way of doing that. Yeah, get them in now. The queue will close after a couple of my own levels. I don't think I've used POWs that frequently, so I'll have only a few to show, realistically speaking. I think that's the only one really built around tossing POWs and carrying POWs. I did have a level once where the idea was that there would be a number of POW blocks that you would carry, and you would throw them at, like, boss characters that were, you know, sort of guarding platforms that you had to get up onto. And it sort of be like a, platform peril situation like DKC, but I never got that working really very well. I never really figured out how that should be, so it never really came to fruition. Never really became a level. If I'm looking at this right, outside of my super world, there were no POWs until my super world hit, at which point I did do some levels with POWs in them. Specifically, let's see now, Fossil Fracas has a couple of POWs in them in a small role. There's actually just 2 POWs in this level, but it sort of sets up the next level in a way that is cool. What is the level you are most proud of that you created? I think, you know, it's like picking children. It's hard to say which child is your favorite, right? Right? Generally, if you have, like, say, you know, hundreds of them between Mario Maker 1 and 2, most people don't have hundreds of children. But, if you did, it'd be really hard to pick a favorite, wouldn't it? Other than to say, like, oh, well, the first one is really important to me. The first one in Mario Maker 2, that one's also really important to me. I think the last one I did before my Super World was, a triumph. That would be, Return of the Wayward Spiny. That one also was like a throwback to my first really good level back in Mario Maker 1, so it is meaningful in multiple ways, being a throwback to my first good level and also the last level I did before going whole hog into Super World territory. And there's definitely a few levels from the Super World that have to be up there as far as consideration goes. This level, by the way, the inspiration was to make like a DKC2 style mask level and to structure it similarly to one of those levels, and I think I nailed it. I think I pulled it off. This has masked rigging vibes to me as far as the structure of levels go. Hello, Amanda Gomez. How you doing? You came at just the right time. You can submit a level now. The queue is about to close, so get it in soonish. Now, you might be wondering, where's the POW blocks? This segment is supposed to be about POW block related levels. Well, it's right here. Give it 2 seconds. POW blocks right there. Clears out the thing if you are big Mario. That's the gimmick there. And that was also kind of a little bit of setup for this part right here after this. The Grand Gully 5, the last level of this this first world of my super world, has a similar gimmick to that what we just saw. Similar gimmick. Here we have to defeat Dry Bones, but as you know, you cannot defeat Dry Bones so easily. But what you can do is you jump on POWs as a big dude, and that defeats all these little dudes. Easy peasy, pretty nice. Then you fall, you go into a pipe, and in the first room that you were in, now there are some POWs that let you destroy the original dudes that you saw. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet use of POWs, I do think. That might be one of my favorite, maybe my favorite 20-second level that I did. I did like 5 of them for the Super World, and I think this one might be the most just clean and straightforward. Let me see, were there other POW block levels in here in the Super World? No. Ugh. Was there any in there? No. None in there. Nope. I don't think so. I guess I didn't use POW blocks for most of the Super World after the first world. Well, so long as I used them once, that's good enough for me. And I think that's a good enough, like, showing of POW blocks. Have I really only used POW blocks in 3 levels? I might be forgetting a level or 2 along the way, but as far as I can remember, that's it. If anyone knows if I've missed a level that I used POW blocks in, let me know. 3 does not seem like very many. Comments in the video later if you like. If you're watching this later on and you say, I know of a level of yours that has POW blocks in it, tell me, I forgot. Sorry. Let's go ahead and close the queue. Go on to finish this up. Oh. Still sick. Still a little sick. That cough is going to get better. Gonna get better. Does Twitch and YouTube share a queue? It does. That's correct. Single queue. That's why I use Waterworld. It was the only thing I could rig up to have a shared queue. If you want me to explain how it works, like on the back end, you can contact me on Discord if you're looking to get something similar set up. But basically, there's like a bot script that you can use to set that up, to set up the YouTube side, and it works pretty okay. You might have to do some code changes to make it work properly. I should really take my code changes that I made and commit them to that GitLab or GitHub project. I really should, but I haven't, so that's fun. I just fixed it for me, and then just sat on it by myself. far as I know, I might be the only one who has a unified YouTube, Twitch, viewer level queue. Far as I know. Maybe with Twitch and YouTube streaming being more possible in the future, when Mario Maker 3 comes out, maybe people will all get hot to it and will start doing it more often and also figure it out. And also, hey, maybe someone I don't know has it also figured out. I don't know. If you know of someone who does it like I do, tell me. I'm curious. As far as I know, everyone's just figuring it out on their own and hacking it together where they can. Let's do it. Samos was here before I did the thing. You've had a hard time playing games for more than an hour a day. Any ideas to get motivated? Yeah, that's difficult, Samos. I understand. That can be a hard time. That can be a hard thing to do, to, like, schedule around. I'll say just play what you feel like, and maybe eventually you'll get more into the mood. Let's finish these. Let's finish these off. Let's go. Oh, Jesus. I hope by Friday's stream I'm completely good. I'm completely over whatever this is. I'll say there will be a stream tomorrow, so that'll be one of them playthrough streams that I do. Oh, let me randomize these heads real fast. Yoshi. Yoshi's good. Bye, Yoshi. Bye, Mario. Tomorrow's stream will be StarCraft 2, as I've been going through that. Bye, Mini Lego World. Bye-bye. Good to have you. Tomorrow's stream will be StarCraft 2, continuing that playthrough of the last of the 3 campaigns. I hope to get some real solid progress there. I would like to do that in 3 streams. So that would mean next time and then one more, if possible. I don't know how that's gonna work out. It seems like with the epilogue and the prologue, maybe the 3rd campaign is a bit longer than the 2nd one, all things told. The lava level is rising here, but it's rising so slow, I'm pretty sure we don't have to worry. Difficult thing, a rising lava level. It's very easy to get ahead of it, and for it to not be a threat whatsoever. So anyway, that'll be tomorrow's stream. I'll probably still be sick by then, but you know, I'll do it, and it'll be good. I think I'm managing perfectly good right now. And I'll continue to do so until I'm better. When's your level? It's coming up, I think, so long as you're in queue, right? Yes. You're a couple away. Huh? Bowser takes a lot of hits. Precarious. But we did it. Thumbs up, everyone.
Yes, I'm a winner.
I'm a winner. We're all winners here. That's right. That's what we are. We're winners. Each and every one of us. Yay. All right, I'm gonna hit complete. Let's get the next one up. Velocity, that's you. Velocity Gamer is up. Velocity Gamer has been chatting. It's good for it. Fantastic. I don't have any more cards, so I'm just gonna pull up the next level and type it in. Thank you, Simos. I see you in chat as well. Fantastic. Bowser heads. W4F21N. I'm gonna drink from my water right now. Oh, refreshing. Let's do it. Clown car bumper heist. Okay, this looks fun. The world record is 5 minutes, so let's see what we can do. I'll say a timeout counts for as many tries as seconds on the timer. Since we have 7 tries on the board, I guess that does mean we have we can have up to 2 timeouts. That's just how we do during the lightning round to make sure that these levels, you know, they stick to the spirit of the lightning round. You understand, of course. Some people have also suggested adding like a 5-minute timer in addition to that, just to make sure. But, I don't know, I feel like adding a timer to every level is overkill, when there's only some levels where we really need to crack down on. Most levels are fine in the lightning round, and honestly, could last longer even. It is very rare the level where it gets to the lightning round, it's like, oh, it's overstaying a welcome, rather than being just right. This doesn't seem hard though. I'm thinking we're good. I'm thinking we'll be able to get this. I don't know like how long 5 minutes translates. This level doesn't generally take all 500 seconds. So far, everyone beat it with like 200 seconds. Huh. Wonder if it's like a checkpoint situation where most people take 2 tries and like a checkpoint counts for a checkpoint, you know, refreshes the clock, but doesn't actually stop the clock for world record purposes. Which means that this world record would be free, or open for anyone who wants to do it in one go. If that's what's going on here with the time. I say free, you do have to beat it in one, which could be difficult. Gotta line it up and go on through. Okay. This is a tight gap. Okay. Just gonna get as close as I can do. And there we go. Alright, new part. What happens if those... Okay, it doesn't matter. I was thinking if those tires came up, they'd push me through or something. That would be nice. If that were to happen. Alright. And here we go. Gotta admit, this music never gets old. This is the Galaxy music, right? It's good, yeah. I have been looking at the 3D All-Stars on my Switch and thinking like, man, I could go for some sunshine right now. You know, obviously I'll say, the plan right now is I'm doing 100% Mario Odyssey, and like once I finish with the game that I'm playing right now, StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Once I finish that, it's gonna be Mario Odyssey time 100%, and also after I do a whole move situation. Alright, I got a key, so now I can exit. Wait. Am I going the... right way? Hmm? I think I was going the right way. I need to exit here. It's a heist, so you have to return. Okay. Okay. Hopefully it's a easy thing to do. That sounds like something that's easier said than done. Again, this is much easier when I'm Luigi-sized. This is much easier when Luigi-sized, actually. Clown car size, that's hard. Luigi size, not bad at all. Cool concept. Yeah. And like you said, we have like plenty of time. 200 seconds. I guess a timeout would be like 8 minutes or so, I guess. Based on what I'm looking at now. Huh. 500 seconds is more time than you think. I will say Mario Odyssey, that'll be after I move. So it'll be at least in April. And also Nuts and Bolts will follow it as the playthrough after that, as guaranteed by a sub goal, a Twitch subscriber goal that I met on a recent big stream. Come on! The silence! We got 100 seconds to do this, but, we'll do it. Right? Right? What if I duck? Ah! Jesus, that was close. Oh, come on. It's not something like, oh, you have to go down the middle and like just ground pound on it or something. We have 20 seconds left. Thank you for the follow. Velocity Gamer! Thank you for the follow. Nearly threw me off there. Oh, I'm happy we just got that in the nick of time. The follow clutched the win, it did. Just not looking for the 2 seconds it took somehow got me through. I don't know how I did it. I don't know what happened there. I just don't. Thank you for the level, Velocity Gamer. That was quite a thing. We did it. We stole the key. Hey, Ratchet Toad, the queue is closed right now, Ratchet Toad, but feel free to watch as we do the last 4. Oh, you know what, Ratchet Toad, I haven't seen you in a minute. Certainly not this stream. If you want to have one, I can let you have one. but just Ratchet Toad or anyone else who is literally new hasn't had a level tonight. Let me know what you want to do, Ratchet Toad, and I'll accommodate. I'm hitting complete, and we're getting up to the next level. The Great Slytherin just said GG. Hell yeah, you're here. Perfect. Let me do the thing. Okay. Ratchet Toad, I'll let you get that one in. Go ahead, do it. Just real quick. There you go, perfect. Okay, queue is now closed. This is somewhat of a celebration, considering that we have bonus heads for all today, Ratchet Toad, on account of the YouTube channel reaching 100 subscribers, which is it's not as big of a milestone as the Twitch has reached, but it is a milestone, and it's one that I am happy to finally see, and I'm hoping for many more milestones in the future from that side. Blue Toad, let's do it. From Dexterity. Wait, from Dexterity? Great Slytherin, are you Dexterity? You weren't you like a... I remember Dexterity. Or is this just a level you have submitted? Either way, it's cool. What the fuck? I am not reading this correctly. We have to boogie. We have to move fast here. You are Dexterity. Huh. New name's good. Hey. How do you do this? How do you do this fucking bit? What the hell? I guess I am lacking in dexterity. It all comes at you so fast. So I think I have to, like, jump. I dropped the POW instead of throwing the POW. Okay, it's one jump, throw the POW. Does the level you send have to be good? No, it doesn't. It never has to be good. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Someone with speaking in Cyrillic, characters. Hello, how you doing? The queue is closed, but if you want to get one in, I can accommodate you. Would you like to get one in? Tell you what, I can't read Russian or I don't read any languages that have those characters in them. But if you want me to reopen the queue and let you get a level in, I will accommodate that, and that'd be cool. Up to you though. If you can say like a yes or a no that I can understand, then or like I don't know, thumbs up or something. Thank you for the follow, Great Slytherin. A thumbs up, thumbs down would suffice. I don't want to necessarily open the queue, assuming that someone wants to put a level in there just because, you know, it's hard to say, right? We lost that one pretty quickly. Yeah, that one was good. Was not good to us, but was good. Does it have to be good? It doesn't have to be good. None of these levels have to be good, but I'll think they're good. Well, you know, if you want me to be critical or whatever, I can be critical or whatever. It's probably Ukrainian since they have their Ukrainian flag. Oh, I can't see the avatar very clearly. It just looks like a little black star to me from where I'm sitting on the couch. If it's in the PFP. Let me hover over. Don't mean to assume. In the message? I don't see any, I don't see any, oh, that's weird. I don't see a emoji there. I'm just seeing, UA. Kinda looks like to me. Maybe it was supposed to be a flag? The YouTube chats that I'm looking at is all weird. It just says glory to Ukraine? Okay. Cool. Hell yeah, dude. You know, that's we all support Ukraine here and hope that that's going well. I really haven't looked at the news about how that war has been going. I wish you all the best and hope that that all, you know, ends in a good way for everyone involved, you know. Shit. Bad scene over there. Cool. Thanks for the translation, Mr. Kitten Bros. I appreciate it. Not a language I'm familiar with, even a little bit. Or, you know, just, I'm not even with any of the various language families that use the same, syllabary, you know, the letters. Celeric letters. I just don't know them. I'm probably mangling what those, letters are called. Did Geo confirm? Geo, you're up, by the way. It's your turn, I think, right? Yes. Thank you for the subscription. I don't know. Maxo Pix, I don't know how that is pronounced in, I don't know how to interpret Celebric, letters, but thank you anyway. I appreciate it. I wish you luck with your war, and hope that you are, you know, not anywhere near danger. In general, I hope everyone's nowhere near danger. In general, I hope everyone's safe and good. You need the Super Mario Bros. 2 mushroom to complete. Trust me. Okay, you got it. Let me refresh the lights, by the way, and randomize the bonus heads. Daisy again. Lots of daisies tonight. I hope y'all like that one of the daisies is literally Game Boy, old Game Boy Daisy. I always try for the second head to be as dumb as possible, and I think with the Daisy head, the second Daisy head being literally, black and white, you know, but like green, specifically, I think that is as dumb as it gets. I need the mushroom to complete, so let's just take a death there. That's real dumb. The way that I hope y'all appreciate and think is funny. I think it's funny. It is also convenient because, lady heads with hair that goes behind the neck, it turns out if I'm trying to just get a head, you know, just trying to get the head for Mario heads, and I don't want any neck, getting a neck that does a head that does not obscure the hair at all is hard. So you either have to pick hair where it's sort of, you know, not behind the body, sort of like splayed out like the Peach heads are, or you have to find ones where it's so lo-fi, you can just literally add a neck or, just paint in the hair where the hair would be. I see what we're doing here. This is a cute little boss fight. Woohoo! What the fuck? There we go. It's based off Berto? Oh yeah, that makes sense. That elevator's coming back, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Oh, you know what's cool? Go for the top of the flagpole using the bullet. That's a cool little thing you can do. You don't quite make it to the top, at least I didn't. But that's a neat little skill option. That's nice. Good level. Solid. Let me hit complete and see the next one. Mr. Kitten Bros, you are back up. Go ahead and confirm once more. Mr. Kitten Bros, you know what to do. There's just 2 levels left tonight, and then we will be done until Friday. I'll be back on Friday, let me say. No plans to not do a Friday stream this week. Assuming I'm not very, very sick, I see no reason why there wouldn't be a Friday stream. Mr. Kitten Bros, I'm gonna jump into this in sudden death. Just say the word and I will upgrade you to the full contingent of lives. And, you know, it'll be a straight conversion, so pretty straightforward. Just say the word. You understand. Well, I just want to... Okay, there you are. Perfect. Randomize your heads here. Bowser. A lot of Bowser tonight. I feel like we've seen... The odds of, like, all heads are equal, right? But it doesn't always feel that way. Sometimes it feels like we're seeing more Daisy, more Bowser. And not enough Yoshi. If you ask me which head I would like to see right now, I would like to see a different colored Yoshi head. Comment, please? Okay. Did I miss any before? I'll restart. We won't count that as a try. Error. I'm sorry. In binary. Fuck. I was doing so well, too. Before, restarting. Fucking! I mean, this is like a glitched, glitched-ass level. Like, look at this. There's pipes, there's a bunch of spinies just hanging out. It don't make sense. That was the wrong... Supposed to be that one. There's an order to which the heads pop, typically. Sometimes I mix it up. No big deal. What's that say? I am not in control. Alright, I see a platform to go to. Woo! Alright. What's over here? Nothing. Overheating. Everything is wrong. Alright. I shouldn't be out here. I need safety. We got to the exit. That's safety enough in my books. Thank you for the level, Kitten Bros. FC Smiley Face. Hey, Mario Maker Pro. I haven't seen you tonight. I'll tell you what, Mario Maker Pro. You can get that one in there. Just Mario Maker Pro, though. No one else gets... No one else go ahead and do it. Go ahead. We'll do one more. This is somewhat a celebration. Somewhat of a celebration, so... makes sense to let, folk who are just joining, just the option to get one in. I don't mind that too much. Alright. That was Mr. Kitten Bros getting complete. Next up, not last up anymore, Ratchet Toad. Ratchet Toad, please confirm. You know what to do. Let me put that in chat so that you can see. Ratchet Toad, that you're up. Ratchet Toad is here. Fantastic. Let's see what you get as far as the head goes. Wario heads. Ooh, we haven't seen those all night. Those are a pretty good set of heads. They could be more out there, honestly, but they're good. Those are good looking Wario heads. They could be a little more unhinged, I guess I'll say. But they're good. That's clearly Wario. One on the left is from like one of his first appearances. It is appropriately cartoony. He looks a little odd. This is Timmy's first obstacle course. I don't think there's a kid alive named Timmy. I don't think people are naming their kids Timmy anymore. Well, what can I say? This seems like... You know what I'll say? I've seen a lot of... I've seen some Timmy levels that are just like, you know, random stuff all over the place. This almost seems a little bit more like a composed actual level to me. Like, it has some design, it has some consideration, power-ups are in good places. I think little Timmy has done a pretty good job here. I don't know if that mushroom becomes a secondary power-up, but if it did, shit. I'll say spinies from the ceiling are like always the hardest shit for me. And probably for anyone, right? Right? It's probably one of the harder things you see in Mario Maker. Just like, oh, guys are gonna fall on you as you're walking under them. So stop for a second and let them not get you in the head! That just never comes to mind, you know? I'm always in don't stop for nothing mode. I am not frequently in the habit of just stopping and letting Spinies oh, also I need to be Cat Mario. That's important to know. Spinies. Okay. I'm gonna get Cat Mario. I'm gonna fuck these guys up. Gets more chaotic over time. Has it not gotten as chaotic as it's getting? Oh, hell. This is working. Fuck. Alright, we need to fucking cock! We need to get more power-ups by the end. Okay. Fucking... Again. My nemesis. Gotta be... Spinies falling on me. I just can't... It just is against my nature to stop and wait for the coast to be clear before going. It just never occurs to me. It just never occurs to me. We got cat suit. We are cat suits. Going into this area. That fucking guy has gotten me, like, every time. Okay. Fuck, You know what? I'm beginning to think those boom booms might have jack shit. They might have nothing, because I killed one of them and nothing came out. It might not be a key situation. It might just be a move on. Keep moving. Oh, for once we don't have to go down and get that block. We can just carry on because we don't need... We don't need the power-up. We didn't need the power-up. It's late, but Toad? Okay, but I have to die before I switch, okay? So, the last rest of this particular life will be Luigi. Unless I were to die right here, right now. Okay. And sure enough, they're just boom booms. They're just there for fun. Okay. We got 2 lives left. Let's make the most of them. Let's do it. This is what the lightning round is, I'll say, this is the kind of level where it's best in the lightning round, where it's like, okay, it's challenging, but it's not an instant... It's not an instant death or nothing. It's more of a long, drawn-out thing that's, 7 tries is the perfect number. Or 5 tries, as the case... What's that emote? Thank you for the follow, Mario Maker Pro. Let me see what that emote is. Is that like a guy with a sword? Bunch of guys with swords. I'm not sure what the emotion of that is, but... That was the last try. Damn it. Okay. Thank you for the level, Ratchet Toad. I would love another shot at that another time. I bet I can do it. Not a sword, a lightsaber. Gotcha. Yeah, it does. It's a bunch of people waving lightsabers around. I guess they're having fun. They're having fun, is the idea. I'll take another, you know, you submit that another night. I'll take another crack at it. I bet I can crack that open. Is that what you say about a level? Crack it open? Whatever. Dismissed. And now we have the last level of the night by Mario Maker Pro 924. Let's go ahead and punch this in. And Mario Maker Pro is here. Just drop the follow even. Very nice, thank you. I appreciate it. XOG. Zog. You're playing Super Expert right now? I don't tend to play the random level modes. I just like to have levels be brought to me regular, just, you know, viewer level style. And even before I was a streamer, I would usually just do like Reddit level share stuff, things. Do I play re-uploads? I'll play anything you got. Sure, why not? What do you mean by re-uploads? Like your own levels? Like new versions? Or do you mean like copies of other people's levels? I'll play whatever you submit. I don't know. How am I to know if it's a re-upload? If you're talking like the former case, and if it's a revision, that's fine too, hey. I'll play the same level even. I'll play the same level not even re-uploaded. And have done on this stream. What level should we play, Mario Maker Pro? Do you have a recommendation for us? Pick? Okay. There's no Super World. The Wild Jungle. Let's go with that one, your latest one. 41% clear light. Let's refresh the things. And you know what? Let's pick. Let's pick for once. I want to see red. I think Cyan Yoshi is the best Yoshi. Let's go with this. Okay, starting now. Starting now. That one didn't count. I was rigging the bonus heads. I want to see Cyan Yoshi. Cyan Yoshi is my favorite of the Yoshi colors. I want to see Cyan Yoshi. If you're wondering what determined which Yoshi colors made the bonus heads, my decision was based on which Yoshis were playable in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So really, I should have Nabbit heads as well, but Haven't gotten around to that. Nabbit doesn't really have a head, is the problem. He's kind of one big body. Kind of awkward to cram into the head space. Head space. That's a kind of a double meaning there, I guess. Into the space for heads. The bonus head slots doesn't really fit properly. Yeah, re-uploads are fine. You can absolutely give me your levels after you've done some revisions on them. And hey, I'll if you tell me like what changed, I'll comment on them. I'll be like, huh, I wonder what changed. I'll try to remember that and shit. That was a good level, hey. Nice, traditional, pleasant. Straightforward. GG. And that's the last one of the night. Thank you for submitting all those lovely levels tonight. This has been a special edition of the stream. Usually I don't stream viewer levels on Monday, but because I was sick on Friday, delayed that stream to Monday. Let me pull up the schedule and talk about when I'll be live next. I'll be live next tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central to play more StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And then after that, it'll be a Friday stream where I'll do viewer levels again later this week. 6 p.m. Central on Friday. And I'll say that Super Mario Odyssey and Nuts and Bolts will follow Legacy of the Void once that is completed, and probably also once I move, which will be in April. So that'll be fun. I really gotta get packing for that big move in like literally like fucking two and a half weeks I'm moving. I gotta get packing. I gotta start packing up the stuff that can be packed up. Jeez. Streamers sometimes hate having to play a level again. Oh, I don't mind. It's fun to play some levels again. I am a creature of habits. You know, look, every playthrough that I've ever done, pretty much, 99% of them, have been games I have played before, or new versions of games I've played before, in the case of, like, Persona 5 Royale on the channel. So, like, look, I like to replay shit. I replay my own levels all the time. It's fine, it's cool. And if you don't, especially if you don't have, other things to do. Let me see who's online real fast. Just looking down the list real fast here. See some people doing like... Tell you what, why don't I just send you to, Zelario, I think. How about Zelario, viewer of this channel, doing viewer levels right now? That seems fun. Viewer levels, perfect. Y'all like viewer levels. Zelario sometimes submits levels to this channel. Is a viewer of this channel, you could say. Perfect target for a raid. Alright. Let's, one more time run down when I'll be live next, and then I'll send you off. And also let me get up the stop stream thing on my hotkey situation so I can end the stream right after I do the raid. Okay. I'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central, to do StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Bunch more of that. We did like a third of the game last time. So I'm thinking we can do another third this time, and then finish it the next week and be perfect in perfect time for my move. You know, I'll be out of the way of my big move situation, which will be good. That'll be tomorrow. StarCraft 2, single-player campaign, the last of those. Cool. I'll be back again on Friday, which is the usual viewer level gate. Again, today was a weird case because of sickness and all. But I'll be back on Friday with more viewer levels if you like that. Friday, 6 p.m. Central, and there's no further plans. That's it, folks. That's all that I have on the docket. And considering I am moving in like 2.5 weeks, don't expect to see any big surprise streams, except for maybe Mario Maker 1 at some point. We'll have to do that, considering that the servers are going to shut down around the time I move. Bye, folks!